Attention, attention, overly blunt in this one. First to mention, gotta get your Thursday right for the weekend. Overly blunt podcast for the treatment. Keeping this shit 100 not a notch low. Cause 99 too far from a hundo. New week, new Thursday. O-B-O-B.
Let me know if I sound right.
You sound like a biatch.
Fuck you.
Oh, you only got 2 pairs?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't no real podcast.
We had a third pair. I don't know about it.
Bro, this season 2, bro. Just wait for it.
niggas only got 2 pair of headphones. That's fucking insane.
No, you know what happened was I had a whole setup, but
That's how studios be though.
yeah, I left them in Big Bear when we had a creative Big Bear thing.
Was at the cabin or what?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Left my a whole bunch. I left a lot of shit, bro. I think I left the mic too. I had 4 mics. I left 1 mic. Or 2 mics actually, because I only have 2.
The owner came up.
3. Yeah, the owner came up.
The owner came up. He hit a lick without trying.
Man, I'm upset.
Valet be doing that.
Who?
Valet, like valet drivers?
The rapper?
No, valet.
I about to say valet. You know that nigga personally?
No, but valets do be like. I followed a homie on Snapchat that was a valet, and he'd be like, "Look what I came up on," and it'd be like Beats headphones, like some wild shit.
Oh, you imagine how much Uber niggas come up on, bro? Like, I almost left my AirPods in the Uber like 3 times.
Bro.
Like 3 times, and I had to really like, oh, wait, hey.
You can't do shit
You
without
have to chase them down?
You got like, yo, my AirPods, niggas are like, oh. But you gotta imagine how much shit niggas be leaving in the cars.
Yo, like I got hit with fucking like a transaction fraud on before I left.
On Uber?
No.
Oh, that's right.
On just my bank account, they were like, "Yo, this looks suspicious" by funpros.net, and I'm like, funpros.net, and before I even answered
That's some porno.
I like searched it up. I was driving when this happened, so I searched it up. I'm like, damn.
I was with you. I think we were eating, and you were like, my account just got hacked.
Oh yeah, you're right. And I just kept like the whole time I was just like, I didn't know what to believe, but I searched it up and it was like,
oh, because you were trying to send me money.
Yeah.
For food, the food that I bought.
And
I bought you. Yeah, and it didn't. Like, bro, my shit said I got hacked or someone got into it.
Somebody took the money and shit?
Yeah, it was $40 a month since September.
You didn't realize it?
Because I have fraud protection on, right?
Yeah.
So if they don't detect anything, if they doing their job, I'm not gonna check.
Yeah.
And it was only $40 a month. Like I don't check my account every day.
Yeah, that's same. I don't think nobody like unless you like a really.
My mom check her shit every day.
You know how I do it? I just like, let's say I check my account. Say it's just for example, I got 500 bet. Mm-hmm. Then I just in my head just keep calculating. Oh, I just spent 10.
Yeah.
I just spent. I'm like, I should be like around 405 right now.
I be doing that shit.
Yeah,
too.
and then when you check, you're like 390 maybe. It's all right, cool for bet. Like more than I expected.
That should be fire when you calculate. Like, damn, I should be like a 190. Nigga, you go to your shit, you like 210. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
210.
Yeah. That should be making your day.
I be doing that shit a lot.
Yeah, so when it happened, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? So I found out it was like a movie, entertainment, blah, blah, blah shit. And I was like, why is it? It was like movies, video games, entertainment, all this other shit, right?
Damn.
And I just told them, like, cancel my shit. It's fraud, blah, blah, blah.
Did you get it reimbursed?
Yeah, so they reimbursed it. They did the investigation all while I was gone.
How much was this?
It was $200. So they was charging me $40 a month since September. And I'm like, what? Y'all ain't fine. You ain't see this shit for this long? And
that shit crazy, bro.
And I didn't do anything. I didn't file a police report or anything because, like, usually card services, the actual, like, business or corporation, they actually want you to file a police report. I didn't do none of that. So when I came back, it was like a letter of investigation started, and then they just credited it to me. And the second one was like, cool, your shit passed. You keep the money. Third one was like, but you still got to fill all this shit out.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, all right, whatever.
Either way, you got to do some shit. Yeah.
The reason why they didn't need me to like do anything was because they charged me on different days. It wasn't like a subscription base.
Oh yeah.
It was
so it wasn't like a
consistent.
It
would be like
27
days, and then the next one would be like 40 days, and it was just weird patterns. And they were like, yeah, this just seems like
how the fuck they.
I feel like a lot of places get leaked that don't tell you.
Yeah, like a lot of businesses, huh?
Like hacked.
Yeah, I think so too. That's the only way I can think. Like, unless you like, what is the other way?
Gas station? You be sliding your card in weird places?
Well, gas stations just popular, but also crowded places too.
Like what?
L.A.
No, that makes sense.
Like a lot
That's
of people.
true, yeah.
Like, bro, there's scammers.
That's true.
Yeah, like them businesses where you go like taco spots probably or some shit.
That is
Not
true.
necessarily taco spots, but
Even
like,
that, but it's people could just have that Bluetooth device there.
yeah.
That
shit
is true, bro.
crazy.
We be swiping our cards like at pop up, like little food pop ups and everything.
Yeah,
that
everywhere.
shit. Yeah, we should be using cash.
We be using on God. You notice how we stopped using cash, but like everybody stopped.
It's the next form of money.
Yeah, it is.
But everybody's using their phone to pay shit now.
Yeah, that's true. That's the scary part because
The phone's the pivotal point of the next life.
But we keep everything in our phones too. Like
Bro,
everything.
They're
people
making it
people
that
talk
way.
about we're gonna get microchips and shit, bro. We microchip, bro.
It's
We have a fucking tracking. We walk with us. We like lose our mind when we don't have this shit on us.
It's pivotal. It's pivotal. So all that shit they're gonna implement in a person.
Yeah.
And the person just gonna be able to they get something done to them, and they're gonna be able to have a phone on them.
Yeah, 100%.
Like Google Glasses is next.
That shit been out though.
I'm good off all that.
But
I think niggas wasn't rocking with it. That's what it was. Like Google Glasses ain't crack because that shit been out for like 6 years. Bro.
Do you think there's like a limit where people be like, nah, that's too much like
hell no.
technology, or people would just be like, nah, it's more fire, that's more fire.
look
that's
at
more
the
fire.
AirPods.
It depends on like what's really popular because it's a lot of shit that
Do you think there's a point though?
that we could have made popular that we didn't.
That's what I'm saying, like the Google glasses. Then, like
I think if the culture don't approve of it, it ain't gonna pop.
I figure like a lot of niggas ain't fuck with Google Glasses because it's like for one, a lot of niggas not wearing non-prescribed glasses if you ain't gotta wear them. I wouldn't be wearing glasses if I ain't had to wear this shit. But AirPods is something different. Like that's something.
We
Like,
did go through an era though where I feel like people still do it.
without the lenses, bro.
They just want to look tight.
oh yeah,
Just
see that's a whole era. But like nigga, you gotta think.
But now it's like people wear those glasses that are not prescription based.
that is true, 100%. But a lot of niggas is not doing it because it's like, why would I do that? So it's like, you got to think of what's popular. Like if a rapper, specifically, I bring everything back to a rapper because niggas follow rap. Mm-hmm. Rappers ain't wearing non-prescriptive glasses if they ain't gotta wear that shit.
That's true.
None of them niggas is, but AirPods is. You gonna see a rapper wearing AirPods in a minute. So it's like really what's cracking
In the culture.
In the culture.
In the culture.
That's really what it comes back to. So like Google Glasses ain't cracked because
Wasn't part of the culture.
rappers is like, nigga, why the fuck would I wear these
So
glasses?
do you think that's dangerous?
For
That the culture holds that power?
it's dangerous. It's a gift and curse and everything. So I think like, I don't think it's dangerous, but I think
Like, do you think it's used in the right way, or do you think we promote the wrong shit?
nah. I think it stems from the individual. Like at the end of the day, it's like that's something like your parents should have taught you. Like don't idolize niggas too much. So it's like I be saying certain shit. It's like nigga, I'm not doing that. But like because of who that person is, just because I'm not doing it, it's gonna be 80 other niggas behind me that's like, oh, yes, I'm doing that. So it's like it's really like where you come from, like family wise, or like how rooted you are of like having your ground, standing your ground.
I kind of disagree because I feel like just the access you have on your phone,
Yeah.
your escape room. You know, you go to your room when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You know, you're as a teenager, like that room. And I feel like nowadays people just be on their phone no matter what. Any small break, you're on traffic, red light, you on the phone. You're in the elevator, you on the phone. You know, you crossing the street, you gonna cross the street, then you gonna stop, get on your phone, take a picture. There's like, and I feel like having the access to what's trending, what's popping, what's tight, and what's not, what people are following, what's not, you gonna grow an interest in something.
Yeah, 100%.
And then it kind of dictates, the algorithm on the phone is dictating who these teenagers are, who these kids are.
That's true.
So it's like whatever the culture is pushing or whatever whatever each thing is pushing is influencing the next generation,
it is.
not ours. You got to think.
I was just about to say our generation a little bit different because we had it without it, like technology, and we had it with. So it's like we look at, but then again, it does revert back to parenting, bro. Like, cause like me personally, when I have kids, nigga, you're not growing up on the internet.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Even when the internet hit our generation, like I couldn't have a MySpace until I was like 17, dog. Like my mom was very strict.
What year was that?
I don't even know what year like it cracked or what.
No. Like when you were 17.
I'm 24 now. I don't want to do.
Oh,
math.
7 years ago. Okay.
I ain't trying to do math.
So 2013.
Yeah, it's wrong, but I had to pretty much hide this shit.
Yeah.
But like looking back now, it's like I understood why she my mom did that shit because it's like, bro, you have as a parent, nigga, you got the utmost ability to have your kid do whatever you want them to do. It just starts from the childhood, bro. Like, you can't, like, a lot of parents now, like, even it sucks because we in a generation now to where we can look at the people we went to school with, and we was like, you got kids now, so you can see how they treat their kids, and it's like, bro, this shit is ugly. Like, it's ugly how you treat your kids. Like, necessarily, like, you let them run you. So, I mean, in a sense, it does stem from, like, parenting, but I do see what you're saying. Oh, party foul. I do see what you're saying, though, as far as, like, niggas, like, at one point, you ain't gonna have a choice but to follow what's cracking because niggas look at it.
Bro, the internet is high school.
Yeah, it's that shit, like, you have so much access to everything.
The internet is high school.
Internet ugly.
You notice the popular kids or the popular celebrities that have their 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you notice, like,
Yeah.
the quiet kids, they actually are mad talented. Like, it's just weird shit that you see on the internet where it's like, you have the bullying, you have the people that are running for, like, ASB, a.k.a. Caitlyn Bennett.
Yeah.
So it's just, like, weird shit, you know? It's like, to me, it's definitely high school.
It is high school. But the true motherfuckers shall survive. Like, for some reason, I always look at it like, yeah, you cracking, but the original motherfuckers are always going to shine brighter than, like, the population.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, bro, you always
we got to take that to the end times.
But yeah, but it's always going to be 1 out of, like, 30, though. That's the downfall. Right?
It's going to be more than that. It's going to be 1 out of, like, 100, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. But when that motherfucker do shine, he going to have an impact. Like,
it's a diamond.
She or he gonna have that impact on, like, a fucking culture, and they go like, oh shit, this person is blah blah blah. Yeah, I wasn't on Twitter, none of that shit. I just did my own shit. Like, that shit gonna happen, bro. We're gonna look back like, oh, well, I respect this little motherfucker right here.
Motherfucking JAHMED, guys.
Yeah.
This is the OB podcast. It's a new week. It's a new Thursday. The only podcast we're keeping at 99 is way too far from 100. It's your host, Chris X. Matt. Manny's back.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
We had him the last 2-3 weeks. Came back from India. And we got JAHMED in the building today, blessing the podcast.
Mr. Dilly.
Thank you for coming through, bro.
I'm here.
A lot of exciting things happening right now for you.
Yeah, bro.
That's dope.
It's
because
weird.
Like a year ago, I remember you played shit for me, and it's cool to see it like unraveling now.
It's exactly a year ago. It's probably a year ago next month, but it's we right there.
Yeah.
A year mark.
Yeah, that's crazy. How you taking it all in? I know it's like still early, but
It's definitely early, but
you're busy now.
Yeah, it's definitely a growth from last time I was here. Bro, it's weird. It's like it's a blessing because it's like if you really believe in something and you really chase it, it can happen. So it's like that is the unicorn. That's how I look at it. Like, yo, bro, if you really, but you hear this shit from people that make it, but you don't really take them serious until you actually do it. So it's like, yo, this shit really.
Because it's that simple.
It's that simple, but then again, it's a
lot of hard work.
It's hard work, yeah, and it's like, yo, this shit really cracking. So it's like, it's cracking.
But that's
like,
hard, bro.
It's weird though.
It's hard because you quit your job, bro.
Yeah, I left that motherfucker.
Like, that's hard, bro.
Got loose on them niggas. It's hard, bro.
But to have that faith, like to know, like, this shit gonna crack. Like, I got some shit.
Yeah.
Like, my product is gonna speak for itself. Because it is speaking for itself.
100%, bro. 100%.
Bro, videos speaking for themselves.
100%. 100%. And I think, bro, it's like being that person, though, inside. Like, what y'all see is totally different. I see, like, damn, there's constant, I won't say pressure. There's a constant work ethic that has to be provided for every elevation. Like, I sit down with so many niggas, it's like, bro, honestly, everybody, I don't care if you Kendrick, nigga, I don't care if you Drake, nigga, you feel not the pressure, but you feel that constant, you're not satisfied no matter what you do. So it's like, it's very hard to appreciate it. And I'm noticing that. Like, appreciation in this shit is very hard, bro. So it's like,
To appreciate your own work?
yes, to appreciate the growth is like hard as fuck.
Because you don't have time to take it in.
But nobody ever tells you that. Like, it's gonna be hard for you to appreciate this. Nobody tell you that. Like, but you hear niggas cry about it, like, oh, nigga, I made it, and it's not what it is. That is a sense too, but it's like you gotta figure out ways to appreciate the growth because you can get so caught up in working and always trying to top yourself, and that's a curse at the end of the day because what are you doing it for if you're not appreciating what the fuck you're doing?
Exactly.
So like it's very, very, very hard to appreciate it, and I'm learning that is the number one thing. It's like, okay, how can I find appreciation of a beast, a fucking Ebro shout out or a Zane Lowe? How can I find appreciation? Because to me, it's like once it happened, it's like, oh, that happened. On to the next. Mm-hmm. But how can I sit there and be like, oh shit, bro?
You need to take a vacation.
That's
because I kid you not, all I felt like that was 2018.
That is
bro.
true. Enjoy the fruit.
I just kept doing it. I just kept doing it.
Yeah.
And I tried December. I forced it like, ooh, it's my birthday. Let me try to take time off, take it in. Yeah. But I still had edits to do. I still had shit to do all through January right before I left. Like the day I left, the day before I left is when I packed. So it's like that's how much I just worked.
But being that you quit your job, is that why you can't appreciate it? Because does it feel like work now or no?
No, it don't feel like work at all, and that's a blessing because it's like I don't drag to do shit when it's like there's a lot of things and like that's really tedious about this business that I'm in, and I don't drag about it because I know it could be worse if I was in Cable. It could be worse if I was waking up fucking in Victorville and I got to be in Riverside at 8, but I'm waking up at 7, so I'm automatically gonna be late. So it's like that shit like that versus what I'm doing now is like, bro. You realize, like, you know, I'm blessed, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go sit down in this meeting that I don't want to be in because it's either that or what I was doing previously. So, like, shit like that, I always appreciate that. So, it's a blessing to answer your question, 100% a blessing. And you feel shit like that because I've been doing work jobs for so long, bro.
You compare it, like I'd way rather be in that meeting than climbing poles
or fucking being in Stater Brothers bagging groceries. Like, bro, that type of shit is easy to appreciate.
You always compare it.
Yeah. And so, to go back to what we was talking about, I think that's the key is trying to find something to compare to every situation. Like, even like the Ebro shit, it's like, okay, how can I compare this to my previous life or what I was doing before I had this? That's the key. So I think what it is like living more. Like, you gotta just live more.
That's what I mean by vacation.
Yeah, that's you right. Vacation, living more, doing shit that's like, you feel me? So you can always compare it to it. Because if you ain't got shit to compare to it, you just gonna be like, okay, I went platinum, but this is how it feels. And then you gonna trash that
because you don't even learn how to take it in.
That's the thing.
Because you're just in that work ethic mode. You just keep going. You just keep going.
Yeah.
So it goes back to when I finished all my shit, packed Friday, left Saturday. And it was just like, even though I was just tired after 30 hours of just traveling, it was like photos. Yeah. Like, I wanted to do it. It was like, and it just, I forgot about all the shit I did last year. It was like, that doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
Because I truly enjoy doing this. And that's just what comes with it. Like, it's dope and all, but I just accepted the fact that I need to take breaks to where it's like, this is why I do it. Because this is where the inspiration stems from. Yeah. This is why it all... To remind yourself what's next.
Yeah.
And then you just go through the motions again.
I agree 100%.
And I feel like the motions help you make whatever you're trying to make.
Yeah. It's a constant quest of, like, just trying to find happiness. At the end of the day, to me, it's like happiness. Like, regardless of all the work that's happening and what niggas see. That's cool. I'm a creator and I love this shit to death, but...
You're happy.
I'm happy. Because even if I wasn't where I am now, I'll still be creating. So it's like, don't get it fucked up. I'm not doing this shit because none of the accolades, just because it makes me happy. So it's the same thing as not having it versus having it. You still got to find that room to find happiness. Like, I'm here now. I sold how many records, but I'm still happy. It's not I sold how many records and I'm still sad. You got to find that quest of happiness, bro. That's all it is.
Gotta find that quest of happiness, dog.
That's why, like, bro, just take a vacation. Yeah. When you feel like you just burning out, just take one.
Yeah. No, I got room though. I'm going crazy, so I feel like I got years on it. So, but I do agree, vacation, because somebody brought up vacation the other day, and I was like, because he was like, yo, one of the homies, Aunt, he was like, he had went to this retreat, and he was like, bro, I've never taken a vacation. So, like he went to this retreat, and they was on quads and shit, and, like, in the middle of the desert, and he was like, yo, I've never been on a vacation. And I thought, like, bro, I've never been on a vacation either, nigga. How many works? Like, I never do that shit. So it's like, but I'm starting to understand the purpose of vacation. Like, okay, this is what a vacation is. Because if you working at a good ass job and they give you vacation hours, it's a reason why they give you a week off from work, because you do this job for fucking 3 years straight and you get this vacation finally, and it's like you get to appreciate yourself, like, okay, I'm not in work, I'm doing all this, blah, 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 blah. But you're right, vacation, that shit is important. 100%
Well, yeah,
important.
bro. This was my first, like, 2 weeks off with no work on my mind. And I wasn't, like, in surgery. I wasn't sick. Because that was the only time I would take a vacation
You're a
off.
healthy motherfucker just enjoying life.
Yeah, so I was just like, cool, bro. Like, I'm not in a hospital bed. I'm not fucking, I'm not working. I'm not doing my other, like, the breaks that I would take would be, like, forced.
Yeah.
This one was, like, volunteered vacation. Like, yes, it was just dope.
It's important.
And now that inspiration is just like,
They come right back.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do summer again.
They go, like, it come back harder than ever before.
The previous time. It's his own natural level up.
Yeah, 100%. That's why, like, when I go out of places, like, when I go visit my family and shit, like, I don't want to sit there and talk about music 25/8. Like, I'm not trying to talk about this shit with y'all. Like, I understand I ain't seen y'all in a minute. Y'all got a ton of questions, but I'm not trying to talk about this shit because I'm trying to enjoy the moment with y'all. So,
In y'all world.
yeah, so when I go back, it's over. Like, you feel me? I go back and I
With a
smash
story
it.
to tell or
you feel
something,
me?
you know?
So, how can I tell a story if y'all talking about what I'm doing 25/8? That shit boof. Like,
Yeah.
But you're right, though.
Both.
You need time to live life.
Yeah, 100%. It's important, bro. That's just important for the mental more than anything.
When you started working on the Boof Mobile,
Yeah.
it was that work ethic. It was like you pretty much was like, look, I'm gonna just jump on this wheel and just keep running and running until I get like what I want out of it.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with the time it took and the overall product?
100%. 100%, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into by being consistently going to the studio, consistently going. Like, even, it makes sense now because, like, the risk I was taking, I was risking my whole job by going to the studio on the weekend with the homies at fucking 6 o'clock. But we not getting back up to Hill, to Victorville at 3 a.m., but I got work at 8. But it's a Monday, so I gotta leave the house probably by like 6. So I'm only getting like 2 hours of sleep. If that math is correct, I don't know. I don't even know if that motherfucker correct.
If you give yourself an hour to get ready, then yeah.
You know how it is. But you know the drive from Victorville to fucking it was out here in Riverside.
Okay.
And the traffic during the week is fucking horrible.
Yep.
So y'all niggas know of anybody. So at the time I didn't like, it was me like just saying in the back of my mind, like, you know what? If I risk this shit more and if I keep consistently at it, something's gonna happen. I didn't know the Boof Mobile was gonna happen out of it. It's just something that happened. But looking back at it now, I was like, okay, that risk was because of this. That risk is the result of this project. It's a result of where I'm at now. So it's like, looking back, hell yeah, I'm satisfied, 100%. Satisfied as a motherfucker because not a lot of niggas that's around me did that shit.
How much time did you take to the studio to make the Saturday?
The Saturday was different because I had everything in front of me. Like that wasn't, I wouldn't call that a risk because
You did it just when you wanted to.
Yeah, but not only that, it was I would go home and then I would record it in front of the mic was right there. So like, not to say I didn't put in no work in it, but more so, what is the story out of making that project other than the Boof Mobile? Like, you know, that was a story because like, nigga, it's just a whole bunch. It took a whole bunch of that to make this. The Saturday was like, just go home after work. You get your paycheck. You got food in your house. You got money in your pocket. And make this project. So the risk reward is totally different. Like, the more you risk, I believe, the more you gain after it. So it's like, that's what I'm realizing. Like, you know, the more I risk shit, nigga, the better this shit come out. Because it's like, you don't know if this going to hit or not.
Exactly.
And that's important for niggas to know that, yo, if you risk something, it's a bigger reward.
It's like natural instinct to go harder.
Go harder, because you don't even know what the fuck the outcome is. And like, the outcome may be the worst shit you can ever ask for in life. But if you hit, it's the same thing. Yep. It's the best thing you can ever ask for.
Yeah.
So
how you gonna know? For those that are listening and don't know, what is the Boof Mobile?
The Boof Mobile is an album. I just recently changed this shit to an album because, like, looking back, you know how when niggas say EPs, and it's like
Extended play.
Yeah, extended play.
That's what Saturday was, right? Correct.
Yeah. But you expect something after the EP. So if like
Wait, Saturday is a project of yours, or
it's a project that I've done, but that's when we ultra close and shit.
Oh, okay.
The Saturday it was a EP at the time, but I don't even know shit about the Saturday because now that like niggas are doing all this, it's like nigga the Saturday. I don't even know. I just remember the moments we had, like, cause that shit was
Lolo.
It was iconic.
Yeah.
Cause we still here today, so like
we still keep doing it.
It's dope, bro.
Yeah,
it's dope.
It's fire.
I like the homies' early shit, bro.
Yeah. And it's a growth. Like when you hear that shit and go back to the booth, you like, damn, this nigga grew. Fuck, this nigga hard now.
You look back at the videos, you like, damn. Like, what the fuck was I doing?
He's got a whole fucking red camera doing something.
Yeah, like fucking wild.
I remember shit. I fucking lost my train of thought. Damn.
Well, I'm gonna continue. It's like, okay, so I changed it to an EP, to an album, because I don't want niggas to listen to them like, oh, it's an EP. This is fire, but what's coming next? I want niggas to digest this one as much as I did when I created it. Like, you know what? Nigga, I risked pretty much a lot making this project. So I want you to understand that this is more than an EP to me. This is an LP, even though it's under 13 minutes. And then again, I want to change the rules of this shit.
It's under what? 13 minutes?
13 minutes, under 13
Ooh,
minutes.
that's better though, because you can have it on loop.
You can have it on loop too.
I like that shit.
Yeah, and I want to change the rules too at the same time, nigga. I want niggas to know that, bro, this whole EP shit and the album criteria for like DSPs and shit, like, nigga, let's change this. Fuck that. If you want a 13-minute album, make a 13-minute album.
Cause singles are like 3 songs now.
Yeah, 100%. Singles is 3 songs, and like, nigga, every song on the Boof Mobile is under 3 minutes. Let's say it's under 3 minutes. So like, you're not gonna find a song on that motherfucker that's more than 3 minutes. But that doesn't short the song at all. Niggas still fuck with the records. Niggas still think that this shit is a lot. It's fire. So
yeah, cause there's a lot of texture to it.
There's a lot of So you can pretty much, I want to change the rules and say, nigga, you don't have to have a 5-minute fire record.
You got some shit, dog.
Yeah, and the color. I mean, for the people that I'm gonna just tell y'all,
the cover's not out yet.
No.
It'll be out. When is coming up?
No, I was gonna say the color of the album,
2-3
like
weeks.
just the shit that you see or hear sonically, is really like a red light, and you just stuck at this motherfucker, and you just have this like this since it's 13 minutes, like a train passing by, the railroad stop, and you just in the red light, like,
you know what's fire to me, bro? When you just the concept.
Yeah,
like it's a conceptual project. Like the artwork has to do with it, the name
Everything.
of the boot, the song names,
everything.
Like that shit is. I like when artists do that, bro. When people that are trying to do the music shit, when they get it and you get it.
And I was literally having this conversation before we even go into that, because hold that thought, because I want to break that down. But let me explain to the motherfuckers. So Boof Mobile is a project that's named after this vehicle I purchased. I paid $1,100 for it. The nigga was asking for $1,500. So pretty much one day. No, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. So me and Bishop, y'all niggas know.
Of course.
So that's my dog, and like a lot of shit wouldn't happen if it wasn't for him. But like he made this huge sacrifice for us to be like, you know what, nigga. He kicked the door down. I got this manager. He got this manager. He got niggas that looking out for him and all this cool shit. And his manager was like, yo, I got the studio in not North Hollywood, in East LA on 7th Street. It's called Lemon Tree. You can get limited studio time. Just let me know when you're going up that motherfucker. So he took it upon himself to be like, all right, I got homies that rap too. So whenever I go down here, y'all niggas come with me. And then you'll be on my studio tab. I'm like, all right, cool, solid.
Yeah.
Being a solid nigga, because not a lot of niggas do that. You got to keep in mind
That's
that
real,
not a lot of niggas is that grateful, like just doing shit like that. So bro was like, all right, we'll come down here. But the downfall was we didn't have no ride because we all living in Victorville. Me, TK, DZ, the whole squad living in Victorville. So it's like the next question is, how the fuck do we get from here to LA consistently to the studio that we got unlimited studio time for? How do we do that? And TK had a car, but that nigga had work too. And niggas who know TK know that nigga got a lot of jobs. So that nigga working a lot. And so it's not that he wasn't there, but he not always available to take us down to LA. So one day, I had just moved out here in October. And no, I'm lying. Yeah, like 6 months I moved out here, blah, blah, blah. I'm driving home one day, and my dad live on Bear Valley. So anybody that know Bear Valley, towards the end of the street, there's you get on the 395 to the freeway, but there's this dirt field, and this is Mazda 1997 there. Mazda Protege 1997. I see that shit, and I'm like, I'm on the phone with somebody, and I drive past it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hang up. I turn around, go back to the whip, and then I see this shit, and I'm looking inside. I'm like, damn, this shit looks solid. Like, it looked like a beater, but it looked like a G-Ride that you can move in this motherfucker. So I was like, all right, cool. It's a number on there. I called a nigga like, yo, what's up with this Mazda Protege? And he was like, oh yeah, bro, got 60,000 miles on it. I said, nigga, got 60,000 miles on it.
Wow.
I was like, why I got 60,000 miles? This car, like, nigga, old as fuck. Why I got 60,000? Bro was like, bro, because it's my grandma's car. It sat in her front of the house. Like, the only thing that was wrong with it, the paint was peeling. And I'm like, that don't mean shit. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, it sat in front of my grandma's house for so long, and she didn't really like the car, but it just sat there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I think I want to buy it. Come, let me get a test drive, blah, blah, blah. So I get the test drive. I drive this motherfucker through Bear Valley. I turn around, I get on the freeway, and I do the gas in this motherfucker. Cause I'm like, all right, if it break down in front of this nigga, then it's your responsibility, nigga, cause I'm on test drive. And this gonna show me if the car fire or not, nigga. Oh God, so nigga, I did like 100. It can't even do 100 cause it's an old car, but nigga, I did a dash in that motherfucker. And I'm like, all right, the only thing, and it starts smoking. And I'm like, all right, nigga. I said, all right, nigga, the car is...
From the hood?
Yeah. I'm like, nigga, the car is smoking. And he like, bro, that's because it ain't been driving. We ain't been driving it. So what it is the oil and shit probably old. I'm like, all right, that sounds cool. That sound right. So I call my pop like, yo, this nigga. I'm like, Pop, I got this whip. And I test drive and it starts smoking. But he says, because it ain't driving it, he said that's natural because if they ain't been like starting the engine and like cracking the engine up, then it's gonna smoke. I'm like, all right, cool. So that was leverage for me to knock the price off because originally he wanted $1,500. So I'm like, yo, I can give you $1,100 right now. The only reason why I'm shorting the price is because it should start smoking, and I don't know what I'm gonna deal with after I buy it from you. And he was like, I'm like, all right, my nigga, shit. At the end of the day, I don't need this motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And he was like, all right, $1,100, boom. We drove to the bank, $1,100, boom. But the minute he lived right around the corner from me, and I dropped him off, and I got back in the car. And the first thing I said, I was like, you know what? I'm going to call this shit the Boof Mobile. And I didn't know why. I was like, yo, because I think we were just saying Boofy a lot. Like, yeah. Bro, you Boofy. And before I came out here, I had this record called Ace Boogie. But the hook was like, Boofy now. So I was like, it was just a word that stuck to me. And I was like, as soon as I got in the car, bro, I kid you not, I said, you know what? I'm going to name this car the Boof Mobile. And I called this nigga Reggie up, Bishop. I was like, yo, nigga, I just bought this car. Nigga, I paid $1,100 for it. But nigga, we go to the studio right now. And I kid you not, I think that same day we went down to the studio.
That's fucking fire, bro.
But you know the Cajon Pass though. So that was the next text. It was like, all right, nigga.
Going back up or down?
Yeah, it was
up,
like down.
Oh, why down?
Because we went to the studio. I think we went to the studio that day. If not that day, we went that following day or the weekend. One of the two. Yeah. Because I was still working, but I was like, all right, nigga, we're gonna put this motherfucker to the test right now. If this shit make it down, of course they gotta make it down. It's a little easier making it down. But if it make it up, nigga, we got a beauty right here. Yeah. So I think we went to the studio one day. Me and that nigga. It was just me and him that day. Usually it's me, TK, and DZ, but the Boof Mobile, you can have two people in the back. You can only have one because the springs wasn't solid.
Oh, that shit was
you know,
that shit was bad.
Especially if TK big ass in the back.
Bro, with him and Aaron in the back,
it's over.
You're not going up the hill.
You're not going nowhere, nigga. So we was like, all right, nigga, if this shit make it down the hill and make it up, we fucking own. Because I paid $1,100 for this bitch, and I got an extra $500 in my pocket, nigga. We own. So we went to the studio. Did our shit, and then I just specifically remember, like, all right, nigga, this is the test right here, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, we whipped that motherfucker, and then, like, me and Bishop, like, in the car, like, oh, shit, nigga, this is the test right here. And we made it up, nigga. We made it up, and we was like, nigga, this is the Boof Mobile. Like, the name solidified, this is the Boof Mobile. So it was just like, little shit like that is what make the project more personal to me and the homies, because like this shit, I just ain't grabbed that title out of thin air, like the Boof Mobile. Like, nigga, this shit originally came from the car that I bought, and I was just like, this is the Boof Mobile. So
that's a fire backstory, bro.
It is.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Fire as fuck. Nigga.
Passed all tests.
Passed the test. One of the
album did
that
too.
makes the album even better now.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just you just had, I didn't know like the significance of the car like that. I didn't know you bought it for the purpose of going to the studio. In a way, that's fucking hard.
I ain't had no car when I came out here. I got in a car accident before I left Texas, and when I came out here, I didn't have no car. I was just like hopping in rides, Ubering everywhere because I had the money for it, but I didn't have no whip. So it was like the fact that that was my car and that was the title, and I needed it for. I didn't. Because I didn't have to have a car to go work. I had a van. Like I was doing cable. So I had the van to come up and down Riverside. They was like, yo, here's a van. So I needed a car from outside of work to where, like, how can I do my shit? But if I got to ask CK for a ride every day, I can't do my shit right. So
you're limited, yeah. So
it's like, all right, my nigga, we're going to cop this car. So, like, that's why the project's so personal for me. And not only me, for the homies, because, like, I remember specifically Bishop being in Victorville. But I got work. So, like, mind you, I got work, but I'm leaving this nigga the keys. I'm not selfish with the whip. The first time I bought it, I was like, all right, this is for the homies. This is not only for me, this is for the people around me. And I specifically remember, like, yo, bro, I'm about to go to work. I'm going to drop the keys off for you. If you got to go to LA, slide, do your shit. So, it's like, it was never just about me and my car. Like, I bought that shit for the homies. So, anytime I was at work, niggas was using my shit going down the hill. Wow. Like, that nigga Reggie going to meetings in my shit, bro. I kid you not. Like, this is a true story. So, like, reason why this project means so much to me, Bishop, TK, DZ, is because, like, nigga, that car is the reason why I'm in my position. And I partly believe it's because Bishop, too, because, like, if he ain't had that whip, that reliable resources of a transportation to go back and forth, that nigga, you know, he probably missed meetings and shit and, like, all types of shit, so.
That's amazing, bro. That's fire.
Do you still have it?
I still got the vehicle.
What happened to it?
So one day, and I think it's crazy how, like, I don't know if y'all niggas spiritual, but I believe in, like,
hell yeah,
spirit. I believe everything for a reason.
I'm atheist.
That nigga,
he think I'm atheist.
That nigga be weird. Nah, bro. So one day, all right. Fast forward, the BOOF MOBILE. This nigga
I be like, on God. They be like, he atheist. Don't
I'm
believe
like,
him.
Why is Manny atheist?
That nigga be saying weird shit in the group chat. I'm like, bro, you's a fucking.
Like what?
You's a dweeb.
I want to know.
The red pill shit, the black magic. Tell him about the black magic.
Not necessarily that, but like that nigga always, like, when we talk about religion, because that group chat be getting lit. We talk about everything. Man.
Yeah.
So when we talk about religion, this nigga Manny be on some weird shit. Like, just saying stupid shit like, God ain't real, blah, 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 blah. All right, nigga, whatever.
Manny be saying God ain't real?
Whoa.
He don't be saying God ain't real. He be like, I believe in a different God, like,
I'll say the universe.
Yeah, that's what he say.
And they be like, Lord, Holy Christ.
Nah, not necessarily that, but like when niggas.
Bro, what are getting baptized?
But when niggas be like, on God, Manny be like, yeah, on God. I'm like, nigga, what God are you talking about, nigga? On what God, nigga? Because you don't believe in the God we believe in, nigga. Like, oh, I believe in the universe. I think cows is God. On some weird shit. That's why I don't eat meat, nigga, because I don't do good. Like, just Manny be on some fucking dweeb shit. Like, nigga, shut up. Like, hey, bro. Nigga, you don't go bless the Lord and come back to the group chat, nigga.
Like, what are you getting
But
baptized?
we got to deal with this nigga. So I don't
think. What God?
Like, nigga, what God are you putting on? But, nah, so what happened to the BOOF MOBILE one day? It was like, nigga, I went to this meeting. So the BOOF MOBILE like, all right, the BOOF MOBILE finished. I think it's like right after I played y'all niggas and shit. Because I think y'all was one of the last people I played it for. The BOOF MOBILE is finished. All right,
you didn't add nothing to it, no changes,
I ain't add nothing to it. Literally, when y'all heard it, I didn't add nothing to it. Because I knew exactly what it is. Like, keep in mind, for all the niggas that's listening to this, when you hear this, nigga, I did not change it from the time that I made it. And till the time now, and it's about to be a year next month since I had the project, and I have not changed nothing.
Do you love the project?
I love that motherfucker.
Well, like the actual music and shit?
Fire. Like, that's something I can always go back to and be like, this shit still slaps. And not only that, that's the people around me. And I know the homies around me, they real blunt with shit. So I know Brickman ain't gonna lie to me. I know Bishop ain't gonna lie to me. I know TK might be the nigga like, oh, this shit fire, bro. But like DZ, Donnie, Flo, I know these niggas ain't gonna lie to me. So the fact that they can still listen to the project and be like, this shit is fire, it means so much to me because it's like, we made a timeless project. But one day, I'm in LA now. I'm going back and forth to LA. I'm in conversations with Human Resources, who's now is my distributor for projects. I'm in conversations with these niggas, and I'm in conversations with management. So I sat down with this one manager. I ain't gonna name this nigga name. I went to all the way to. I went to North Hollywood. I drove from Victorville to North Hollywood because I had a meeting, and I remember it was on. I called off that day because I just told him I can't come into work, mind you, but I got a meeting in North Hollywood for a manager. I went down there. The meeting was solid, but on the way back from North Hollywood, bro, my shit went out, And the first thing I thought was like, damn, is this guy telling me that the nigga that I met with is not the person that's supposed to be in on my team? Because originally I was like, yo, this nigga solid. I think I'm gonna run with this nigga. That was off the first day. But mind you, don't ever like those.
This is spirituality shit you're talking about.
Yeah, spirituality shit. But and then on another world too, like for any upcoming artist, my nigga, do not make a decision off the first day because niggas gonna say a whole bunch of shit to you. They're gonna say shit to sweeten the pot, especially if you're a talented person, especially if you got the music bag. Nigga, don't make that decision. Like, weigh out your options. Do not do not settle. So, not to say I was settling, but just the sign that I seen of God was telling me, like, I drove the BOOF Mobile, and I was, right before I got on the Cajon, my shit stopped accelerating. Like, I'm accelerating that bitch. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on with the BOOF? And they ain't never did this shit, bro. Never done it. Like, never. And, like, I broke down right before that Chevron/McDonald's right there. Y'all know that shit. Right before you hit the Cajon, I broke down right there. And the BOOF just stopped accelerating, bro. And, like, I would try to crank it up, and it'd crank like it want to start, but it didn't start. So I was like, damn, bro. And literally, like, when I'm on the freeway, the first thing I thought of was like, damn, maybe the niggas I met with today it's not supposed to be in my team. Fast forward, bro, the niggas is not on my team right now. Like, not necessarily of, like, just bullshit, but just certain shit happened between that person to where it's like, he didn't know if he was managing or whatever. So it's like, shout out to him, though, because he's still a solid nigga. But at the end of the day, those are signs that came to me that I ignored and I wasn't supposed to. Because the BOOF Mobile, I don't know what's wrong with the BOOF. I think it's just something like far as radiator or some shit. But I still got it, though. That's long story short, I still got the project. I mean, not the project. I still got the project in the car, but I still got the vehicle. That motherfucker shit right there in my house. And every time I look at it, I'm like, the Boofy. But from
Boofy season.
Boofy season around the corner.
Hey, was I the first person that said Boofy season?
You probably was when I played it here. You probably was.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, because I remember you said, y'all ready for... You asked one of those question things, and I was like, Boofy season.
You could have birthed that motherfucker. You could have birthed it. But I knew Boofy season was cracking as soon as January came. Like, nigga, we racking now. Boofy season stupid.
All right. So, now we got Archive.
Archive was created because I was waiting. I didn't have a team at the time. I just had BOOF Mobile, and I had HR ready to sign a deal, and I didn't have it full.
So you didn't sign with that dude that you say right now that you weren't feeling the vibe. So you ended up signing with Human Resources?
No. So what he was a manager. Human Resources was always ready for me to sign a deal. Like, I was in conversation with Human Resources for about 6 to 7 months. Brian White, my nigga. Like,
and that's equivalent kind of to like a United Masters, right? Like that's a distribution kind of
it's
thing.
It's a distribution. It's like equivalent to Priority Records.
Okay.
Back in the day with Ice Cube.
Okay.
So it's just, they help you distribute. But like HR is really solid. Like, I built so many relationships with everybody on that squad. And I've been in conversation with them for about 6 months, bro, after I made the BOOF Mobile. And like, Brian White heard it first, who's now at A&R at Human Resources, and he was like, bro, this shit is so fucking special. Like, he was one of the niggas that knew it.
And how are people getting your music? Like, you were shaking the hands and giving it out, or Bishop was passing it out?
So how it was like, me, Brigma, and Bishop, we at Lemon Tree one day. They come back from an Adidas camp that they was in. They was in an Adidas camp, writing for niggas. And Bishop was like, all right, nigga, I got to go to this Adidas camp. And he was like, but you can go to the studio. That was the best thing that ever happened in my life, because if he would have never did that, I would have never had the BOOF Mobile. He was like, you can go to the studio while I'm at the Adidas camp. I'm going to be gone for a week. They got, we got Airbnbs and shit, and then, like, they can provide us food. But I want you to go to the studio still. He extended the invite for all the homies. But for, like, I was one of the only homies that was in that motherfucker that took advantage. Like, you know what? I ended up calling off work for a month, nigga. Like, February, I remember it specifically. I was like, you know what? That was another thing. If I would never did that, I would have never had the project either. But I remember I was going through like some personal shit at the time, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this job shit, nigga. Like, I'm about to call off for. Originally, I wanted to work one day. I was like, I'm done working here, and they was like, I don't want you to do that. I don't think you should do that. It's not a smart move. And I'm like, well, I don't think I could work. Mentally, I'm fucked up. And they was like, you know what? We'll give you could do work leave for a month, and if you do work leave for a month and come back, maybe you'll change your mind. I'm like, all right, I'm with that shit. They was like, the only thing is you don't get paid. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the money. It's not about the money with me. I don't care about that shit. So he was like, all right, well, sign this, blah, blah, blah. It was like fucking February 4th. And it was like, you know what?
Last year,
February 4th. And it was like, all right, come back March, such, whatever is a month in March. And I was like, all right, cool. Bro, literally, Bishop and them went on camp that same week or whatever. I went to the studio with them niggas and I congratulated them like, yo, congrats, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yo, nigga, Lemon Tree's open, go to the studio. Literally that whole month I locked in. Or that week and that month I locked in. Like, because they was in camp for a week. So I remember specifically they went to camp and I went to the studio. I kept going back and forth. But that whole month I locked in and I finished the Boof Mobile. And if it wasn't for those two scenarios in my life, nigga, I would not have that project. If it wasn't for me saying, you know what, fuck work, and if it wasn't for Bishop saying, you know what, nigga, go lock into the studio. Because he knew what was going on in my life, and he was like, nigga, you need to be in the studio. And literally, by the time they came back from, so originally it wasn't a month for me to finish the project. It was like 2 weeks because the time they came back from camp, we was all in the studio. Me, Brigham, Bishop, we in the studio. And I told him, I was like, yo, I think I got the project ready. And I'm not, me being like, not sure if this shit was gonna slap, nigga, but like, I remember specifically it's me, Bishop, Brigham sitting there. And we had a conversation about camp. They was telling me like, yeah, nigga, Babyface walked in the studio, blah, blah, blah. I'm writing for these niggas. Bishop like, I'm writing for these niggas. Brigham like,
crazy. I'm
producing shit. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, nigga, these niggas is out of here.
Yeah.
But not knowing, nigga, as soon as I pressed play, nigga, Jeeps came. Boom, Jeeps came. And then Red Light. And then Mazda. Niggas didn't know I had Mazda tucked because I remember I had made Mazda while they was at camp. And I was like, yo, I don't even know if this song is fire. Like, honestly, I was literally about to give up on the record. I swear to God. And that's the best one, nigga. Bro.
The transition.
Bro, I had Mazda and I was like, yo, I don't even know if this song is fire. And I had Hector in the studio with me and he was like, bro, this shit fire. I'm like, nigga, I don't know. And I remember I sent it to Jeremy before he left camp and he was like, bro, I don't know how I feel about this. And I was like, nigga, me either. But I was like, all right. But I threw it in the track list just to throw it in. Bro, so we sitting there. Rewind back to when we were at the studio, me, Brigham, and Bishop. And I'm pressing play on the records. After Red Light, and then Mazda come, boom. And nigga, every single body in the studio was like, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, all right, the project done. Project finished. I knew then, like, all right, nigga, I want it. It's finished. And then it was like, we didn't have 210 and we didn't have, well, we had Lift Me Up. Lift Me Up is me and Bishop, but we didn't have 210. And then I was like, all right, I need one more song. And then it was this beat that Jeremy sent. And I had the beat for like 3 weeks, and I was like, yo, this shit trash, nigga. I'm not hopping on this. And Brigham kept saying, like, Brigham, meaning Jeremy and Bo and Donnie, them niggas was like, yo, this is the last song, bro. Trust me. Just go in there and do your shit. So I went there, I did my shit. As soon as we wrapped that song up, I'm like, all right, the project finished. But it's just, like, shit like that was like, that's when I realized the project was done. And, like, I just had a confirmation with the homies, like, yo, this shit finished, nigga, you out of here. But so just to compare their situation of what they was going through as far as being in the studio with Babyface, making records with Victoria Monet and all these fucking up and coming bangers, that's artists that's banging shit. And
Creep.
Like, yeah, Creep out of Mick Jenkins and Bishop. Like them niggas telling me this shit, and then I can counter that like, all right, nigga, well I finished my project. Boom, here's that. So it's like shit like that was fire to me because it's like I always felt like I was being left out by them niggas going to camp, but I still stayed down. I was like, nigga, I'm about to work. If these niggas at camp, I'm going twice as harder. Because when it's my time to be at camp, niggas gonna know, like, I'm going crazy too. So it's like...
Bro, but you going crazy.
Yeah.
Bro,
Without going to camp
bro,
right now.
92.3 freestyle. Or
fire. Shout out to management, nigga. That shit wouldn't be possible.
Regardless of what it was,
Fire.
bro, like, you get it. You know, you connecting the pieces, you associating with the right people.
Yeah, 100%.
You got the team behind you.
100%.
And that's dope to see it unravel, bro. That shit fire. Like, the looks that you've been getting, dog.
It's fire, bro. And it's fucking crazy. Like,
it's fire. So then we get Archive. Archive is just to
oh, so yeah,
hold this over.
That was the original. I was looking like, what how the fuck am I on this man? But yeah, Archive was that was because I was waiting. Like I made Archive and Fiat within the same time because
this is already post all the
this
Boof
is post
Mobile.
Boof Mobile, all that shit. Like those records was
The newest shit you got.
The newest shit I got.
Okay.
And I was going to use those records for the next project. But I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Nigga, like, Archive was made by the homie Dre, which I wouldn't got that big if it was for Brian White.
Dre did Archive?
Not Dre. Not Dre.
Nah.
I got shit with Dre too. It's fucking insane.
I was going to say, wow, that's fire.
Shout out to Dre.
Yeah,
though.
shout out to Dre.
From No Name, I got some crazy shit with Dre. Like,
okay.
Me and Dre got some shit. With Dre and Brickman got some crazy shit in the vault. But Dre from Cleveland. It's this nigga from Cleveland. He produced on MGK shit. So I got like ties with Cleveland niggas because Brian White from Cleveland. That's the A&R from Human Resources that took the chance on me.
Okay.
That nigga's super solid. But he like they all Cleveland niggas. Like if I go to his Brian house now, 90% of the niggas in the house is Cleveland. Like Polygon that does the videos, he's from Cleveland. So it's like the Cleveland niggas are so solid, bro. But he had sent me the archive beat in a message, and he was like, yo, I think this beat is very fire. It's my homie Dre produced it. I know him. We go way back. Cool. I had the beat for about 2-3 weeks. But me being frustrated, like, we're in there and like, what the fuck is about to happen with the Boof Mobile? Because I didn't have a team. But I just had HR, and me and HR like, yo, in order for us to kick it off, we want to get you set up with a team, which I understand. So it was like me being frustrated. So Archive came out of that frustration. Fiat came out of that frustration. A bunch of new shit that's not out came out of the frustration. But me and Brian decided like, yo, we can either kick the Boof Mobile off with the singles, or we can give niggas a pre-taste.
I like how you did it, bro.
Yeah.
So, because I thought you were adding these to the Boof Mobile.
I mean, that's still a running question if I want to do that or not, because like it's not too far off from the album, but then again, like I do want people to know like there's a switch in between, that there's a difference between these records and two.
Bro, I love it. I love that shit on the album because you warming it up.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna get all new records.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's fire.
You get rollout. You understand rollout too, and presentation and shit.
It's dope because you could add those 2 songs into the playlist.
You 100%. You could, and I've done it to where like I'm a very strategic nigga, and I do like my shit a certain way. So I wouldn't add those.
Play me in chess.
I don't know how to play chess, but I'm gonna learn, because I feel like my uncle be telling me like, yo, if you play chess, nigga, just open your brain up a little more.
It make you think.
He does. He say that shit.
Strategize more.
And my uncle a military nigga, so I know he won't say me. He a military gangster, so I know he won't say some shit that's just gonna.
Okay, yeah.
So he really solid, but yeah, like I wouldn't just add those 2 records on there just to. I don't care how much, because Archive going crazy stream-wise. And if I add that to the project, it's going to make the whole project go crazy. But I was like, it's not even about the streams. It's about the body of work. And it's about, does it fit? Those 2 songs definitely will fit if I add it to the Boof Mobile, but I don't think I'm going to do it.
It's still under your name. That's all that
matters.
matters.
That's all that matters. Like, niggas could go. I want niggas to go back and know, like, all right, these 2 wasn't on the album. Why they wasn't there on the album? They fired just as much as the album, but they not on there. So I like that idea more than, like, having it on there versus, like, you know, so it's just like they could go on there, but I don't think I'm.
I like how you fuck with your voice on Archive. Well, all your records really, but on Archive, like even when you come in, bro, like it comes in stupid.
It's like,
yes, I set my plan,
bro, fire.
Then I manifest.
Fire.
Check my bank account.
I be trying to go crazy.
Ooh, then I
hammer dance.
Hey,
bro,
I did everything you. Come on, dog.
Bro, I be trying to switch it up every time, and it's like, I like rapping like the way I talk now, but it's very fucking fire to rap the way I rapped on Archive and like Mazda and like Red Light.
It's animated.
So fire, bro. It's like a whole different character. And I grew up on shit like that. I grew up on fucking like ODB, who like just niggas is they bring a character to it, but it's still them.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick, that nigga bring a whole character to multiple
records.
It's a
whole instrument, dog.
Bro, he has like multiple records to where he can be like 8 different niggas and like still be him. So like that shit's so fire, bro. It's like
that's a fact.
And I always said like, nigga, if I can't do that shit, what can I really bank on? Like I can bank on lyrics. I can bank. Don't get me wrong, there's niggas who bank on lyrics and like bank on just saying slick shit. But like I don't really have to be as lyrical if I can hit a nigga with a high pitched voice next to a monotone voice. I don't really gotta be that lyrical because niggas I'm like, yo. And it's not about me not trying to be lyrical, but it's all about me trying to give the people, the listeners, more than just something simple. Like I'm trying to knock you on the head with some shit.
You trying to give them everything rather than just one thing.
Just one thing. Like I don't want.
Bro, you started the year off hot, bro. Like on next.
Yeah.
And you keeping the pressure on. And like you spacing it out correctly, like it's I be peeping this shit, bro. Like you get how to drop shit. You get the rollout process. You're not just trying to be like, hey, I rap. Here's my music. Check it out.
Boofy season really first quarter.
Yeah, it is.
You gonna take like your first 3.5 of the year. It's gonna be fucking hot. Like releases, and I feel like it's gonna simmer down.
It is,
and it's gonna be a consistent flow. And I feel like after Boof Mobile, like when the drops stop, everything's gonna start going up.
Yeah,
like
I think so. I think so 100% too. I feel like niggas, because it's like I feel like niggas ain't fully lived with Archive.
Cause I think right after Boof Mobile, it's like that's when you gonna
The video made the song even better, dog.
The video, bro, and I'm glad you brought that up because I just had a meeting with a nigga and he was like, I don't understand the meaning. Like a lot of niggas be like, I don't understand the meaning, but it's like if you're not really into my personal life, it really won't hit you. And
the cable guy,
the cable guy shit.
No,
like,
that's fire.
I really did that shit. Like
that's
nigga,
fire.
I was really in and out them houses, nigga. So it's like when you watch that video, shout out to my nigga Brian White and shout out to Polygon because like. And that's just to answer your question too about like how the rollout. Like, luckily, me, don't get it twisted. I'm really like, I want my shit out too. And it's like, at first when I came in, when I signed my distribution, I'm like, nigga, all right, we drop everything right now. We're gonna start with Jeeps and we're gonna drop this motherfucker. But it took a nigga like Brian White to be like, all right, bro, I understand you wanna do this, but if you hit these motherfuckers with these records that you got over here, it's just gonna work. It's just as much.
Smart.
But it does take an artist that want to listen to shit like that because a lot of niggas would have said, no, I want to start with the Boof Mobile and we go on. But if I would have did that, not to say it wouldn't have the same effect, but it's like, will the Boof Mobile have the same effect if I would have did that? Because like I didn't give niggas no pre-samples before if I would have just went with the singles. So shout out to that nigga for be like, yo, bro, you got records and it's not like you don't have to rush to put the Boof Mobile out. You got bangers.
I thought they were the singles, bro. So when you dropped the Jeep artwork and you were like official single, I was like, oh, it's official. It's Boofy season. Let's go. Like, okay, like, but I loved it because I was like, cool. You warmed us up already.
Warm niggas up.
Because then, bro, Fiat's
fire.
putting on, bro, bro. That was fire, bro.
Fire, nigga.
Put on for Pomona, dog.
Fire.
The way you did it, dog.
All family.
Bro, that shit was so gas. It was beautiful, man. I was just like, man.
Thank you.
Bro, I'm like, he gets it, man. The whip, everything, bro. The way you had, bro.
The 500 photos cut up.
500. My nigga Polygon cut up 500 photos. Bro, to get into that too is like, it's very... Bro, that's why I move off spirit more than anything because it's like, bro, my aunt had passed away. And my mom lives in Texas. She don't even live out here. So it's like, Fiat, we drop archive.
Your mom's in the vid?
Bro,
right?
his whole family's in the vid.
Not whole, but the important motherfuckers. You right, 100%. My mom is the driver in Fiat.
That's fire, bro.
And I wanted my older brother in,
fire.
but he was coming from Texas. If that nigga was in there, it would have been solidified. Like, all right, this the video, blah, blah, blah. But archive drops. January ends, February, boom. We knew we walked into it like, all right, we need a video for Fiat. All right, let's plan the treatment. And me, Nolan, Brian started planning the treatment. This is a dream team, bro. I kid you not. Like, them niggas, like, I know I'm the artist and I know I got the front page for everything. But I'm really not sure without the squad. Like, Brigma, Brian White, fucking Polygon, management, the Rebels, human resources. Like, De La Grim, fucking this nigga come through every shoot, whether it's late or on time, and he still provides. And niggas be like, I don't know if he gonna provide. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, get my nigga, just let him do his shit. Nigga, the next day, all you see is 8 photos in the group chat. Like, pick one. Exactly, nigga, pick one. Like,
and who ends up with the fucking artwork? Who? Exactly.
Nigga, like going brazy with the artwork. So it's like,
come on, man.
So we went into February. Like,
thank you.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Niggas need to hear that shit. But Fiat, we went into February, like, all right, we need something for Fiat. And unfortunately, my aunt had passed away due to, like, health issues and shit. Mm-hmm. But my mom comes out here, and I'm like, look, I got this video. No, I sat down with Brian, Polygon first, and we was like, all right, how you know, not to give the sauce away, but we was like, all right, we got to make this one a little more personal. Cool. So we end up plotting on, everything that you see is everything we plotted on. Literally.
Whose idea was to take it back to Pomona, though? Yours?
Because I was in Texas, and I was thinking, because Don and Mr. Chu, the Chinese owners of that wig store I posted, like, those are really my dogs. Like, and I was thinking when I went back to Texas, I was like, you know what? This is what kicked the conversation off. I was like, I was thinking, like, damn, I don't know how long they're going to be there, because, meaning, I grew up in that area, and I would always go to that wig store, and they would always remember me. And recently, when I was going back from Victorville in the Boof Mobile to LA, me and Bishop had stopped in Pomona. We stopped at that wig store just to see if they were still there. And I'm like, yo, I told Bishop, I was like, yo, if these niggas are still in here, I'm going to say Ali, and these niggas going to go crazy. So I went in there. They were still in there. I was like, yo, Ali. And then niggas was like, Ali, blah, 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 Ali, Ali. Mm-hmm. But to fast forward, I went to Texas for winter break, and I was like, fuck. It just dawned on me. I was like, I don't know how long these niggas gonna be here. And I want Polygon to walk with me one day and to get a shot of me walking in there saying Ali had the niggas go crazy. I had said that during our treatment session for Fiat, and then Brian, a light bulb went off. He was like, "Yo, bro, what if you brought all your family into the next video for Fiat? Everything you saying in the first verse kind of makes sense for your family being there." And I'm like, bro, that's the fucking treatment right there. That's the light bulb of the treatment. Boom, that's the treatment right there. So that's what kicked it off, to have all the family in there. But ironically, my mom was already out here. Everybody from the South was out here because they're from Pomona, but they live in the South now.
But you rep North Side?
North Side Pomona.
You're from the North Side?
Yeah.
Which is like what, Gary? Is it Gary? Or
no.
like what part?
North Side is the island, so it's like Town Ave, Laverne Block. Gary is like, I don't want to get the sides fucked up, but I think Gary is like east or south. Gary is south side.
Gary don't pass through the whole city though?
Gary passed through the whole city, but like Gary doesn't pass on the north side, so it's not considered north side. It's Laverne and Town Ave, because it says North Laverne, or it's regular town, or east town, or south town. But that's how you know the different sizes.
And the house that was in the beginning of the video, is that a personal house or something?
The White House, that's my old house.
Oh, that's your house.
That's my old house. I'm glad you caught that, because nobody never brought that shit up. That's my old house.
Yeah, and I thought it meant
You
something.
told me your uncle's house.
No, the uncle house is where everybody's at. But that first house you see,
in the beginning of the video shows a house.
that's my house. That's my old house.
Damn, that's fire, bro.
360 San Bernardino Ave.
How did your mom receive the video after it was done?
Bro, it's like she's a very hip hop head on top of being very emotional. So she was just gassed.
She was that's hard, bro.
Gassed.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel amazing, because it's like, nigga, if I don't accomplish anything else, moments like that is like why I'm doing what I'm doing. Just to make people around me feel like they have a voice too. Whether if you're not even saying that, like, you got a voice by being right here and motherfuckers looking at your expression. Like you mean something now. So it's like, for me to sit there and do that was amazing. Like, I don't care about nothing else, but like, I realized, like, doing shit like that is like, damn, this is really why I'm in the position I am, because so I can show my family and the people that don't have a voice, for them to switch and be like, I got a voice now.
They all were like hyped as shit when they seen it?
Bro, guys, like fucking guys. Because first of all, they hyped off Archive already.
Okay.
So like, we gathering around because like my aunt had passed, but like, aside of that, like, we all, catching up, because like my family, we don't really be kicking it like that. Not like how we used to. So it's like, when we get together, we all sitting down, enjoying the time together. Like, they all gassed about Archive. So when I hit them, like, you know what? We doing another video for Fiat. They ain't even heard the song or nothing. They was like, I just like, yo, I got another video coming up. Would you like to partake in it? Everybody was gassed.
That's fire, man.
So the fact that we made Fiat, and Fiat, to me, Fiat video is way harder than Archive.
You didn't really have to like brag. I mean, not brag. Beg them to do the video. It was off top. They was like,
because
hell yeah.
they're already fans of Archive. So if I walked in there and said, like, we about to do Archive over, and they was just guys, like, you know what? Let's do it. I'm with it. I'm down. I'm like, all right. And my family, majority of my family ain't on time to shit, bro. But we shot that video like at fucking, I don't remember the time. I know it's like 9 a.m. And nigga, everybody was on time. For them to be on time is like, damn, you really want to be in this shit.
That's fire,
That shit was
bro.
a blessing. Like, you on time for this shit. You really want to.
So everyone in that video you knew.
That's all family, bro.
That's fire, man.
All family. And the only people I didn't know, but they was cool as fuck, was the dancers, like in that quick 30, not even 30 seconds, that quick 2 second. But every single body else that's not nobody we had to reach out for and pay for extras. It was all family members. And that's not even a quarter of the family, but that's all family, bro. So Fiat. That's what's I like Fiat.
And why did you decide, like, because on Archive, it was a hook. It had a hook and it was catchy and everything, but I feel like you just wanted to like show the lyrical side or the bar side and not do the hook and anything like that.
Yeah. I'm glad you caught on that too, because niggas don't be realizing, but like, yeah,
Do his homework, bro.
Yeah, it's fire, because not a lot of niggas do that. But my mom caught on to that one day. She called me. But yeah, it's one long ass verse. And the verse could have went on after. I mean, the hook could have went on after. Right before I turned the hook to a fever. The hook could have came in right there. Originally, I had it on there, but I was like, you know what? I just want to gas on niggas, because it's like one of those records where I'm talking shit. So I just wanted to gas on one long verse and give you the hook again, so you can, like, it's a structured song, but it's one long verse, so it's on some hip hop shit too. So I wanted to show niggas diversity too at the same time. Like I can give you bangers, but I really want to give you some hip hop shit right now.
That shit dope.
You feel awkward when you record videos, like being behind the camera?
Nah,
or you used to it now?
I'm used to it
natural.
now. I'm used to it now. I think the shit me and Manny did when we did Lolo and like Never Been to Hollywood, those showed me like, you know what? Those prepped me for all the shit I'm going through now. Like I really feel like that because now I walk on set, like we just did Jeeps, and I was like, yo, like this shit don't even feel weird to me. Like I got females in the room, a bunch of homies in the room that's looking at the set, and originally like I would feel like I couldn't bear to stand for niggas to look at me, but I'm doing this shit naturally. Like okay.
Yeah.
I'm lit for this shit.
Cause you lit, bro.
Yeah, bro. But
you
like,
outta here.
yeah, for 100%, I'm with that shit.
You know what's hard, bro? That your name is JAHMED, but that's a fire artist name regardless.
Bro, I always felt like that shit was weak.
I remember I told man, that's his real name. He's like, yeah, I'm like, that's fire. Like,
Tell him the story.
that's a name.
How you got named that?
Oh shit, my mom's dog. So I told you this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit hilarious.
On the group chat.
my
Just
da-
the way you said it in the group chat, bro. Just weak.
Yeah, I don't think I can repeat that like how I did it, but my pop name is Ahmed, bro. So like my dad
Ahmed?
Like Ahmed. So my grandfather was like a you talking about the grandfather part, huh? Are you just talking about
When the way you explained it, like he went to jail.
Oh, okay. All right, okay, yeah, okay. So my grandfather,
bro, like the New Jersey story.
100%. My grandfather, East Coast nigga, so he from the East Coast. He from New Jersey. Mm-hmm. So him being from New Jersey, like it's like they're Muslim religious and shit. But he wasn't Muslim until he went to jail. He went to jail for I don't know what he went to jail. I gotta ask my nana. But he went to jail. He came out. He went to jail. He spent some time. He came out Muslim. So he came out Muslim. His name is Dwight, but he came out Muslim and. He had my pops, and then he named that nigga Ahmed over some Muslim shit. Like, Ahmed is the name, blah, blah, blah. But Carlisle is a white last name. Like, my last name Carlisle, but that's such a white last name. So you get a Muslim and a white last name.
Carlisle?
Carlisle. Yeah.
I used to say Carlsley.
No,
That's what I would say too.
Nah, it's Carlisle.
Bro, I said that one time, like, oh, JAHMED Carlisle. He's like, nah, it's Carsley. And I'm like, really?
That's Carlisle. The S silent. The S silent. Usually niggas spell it with a Y, but we spell it with Carlisle.
That's
so
funny.
the S is silent. But my grandfather was Muslim. He came out. He named my pop Ahmed. So by the time I come around, they wanted to name me Ahmed too, but they couldn't because on my dad's side they start this thing to where starting with my older brother on my pop's side, everybody's name got to start at J. Every single body.
So I was about to say, so just added a J to it.
My mom was just being creative, like, oh, what if we name him JAHMED? And they was like, oh. JAHMED. I don't know what the fuck they were like, JAHMED. Like, that shit, like, looking
Bro,
back.
your real name has a rap origin background to it.
Yeah.
Like, kind of, like, it has a story to it. That's fire.
It's new, and, like, my shit really, like, on some East Coast shit. Like, I got so much family on New Jersey, I don't even, like, one day I'm going to stop. I got to connect with them, but.
I'm going to tell them you be dissing them.
What does your name mean? Does it mean anything?
Well, Jah means God in Rastafarian. Mm-hmm. And then I was talking to this one dude one day, I was working, and he was like, what's your name? And I'm like, JAHMED. And he was like, you know what that mean, bro? And I'm like, what? And he was like, yo, that shit means solid. Like, you a solid person. Like, it means, it's solid and, like, it's solid in some, I forgot what, I think it was, like, it couldn't have been Jamaican, but it means solid or something. And ironically, I always say solid. Like, my pop, like, it could be, I think it's, one of them shits, JAHMED means solid. And I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy.
That's always fire.
I always say solid. Probably, huh?
That's the origin of your name.
You never met anybody else with your name?
Huh?
You never?
Nah.
That's amazing, dude, though. That's fire if no one else has your name.
Nah. I always thought it was a trash rap name. I'm gonna come clean though. I always thought like
really?
JAHMED not gonna roll off the tongue like it's supposed to.
It does, bro. Cause people call you Ja too, so it's just fire.
Yeah. But that being Ja, I was like,
there's no tongue involved pronouncing that name though.
No, what I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna roll out. Like, you heard it, like, but I start thinking, like, nigga, if I was sitting down and nigga was like, I'm gonna name myself Kendrick Lamar. Back before I was Kendrick Lamar, niggas would laugh at me like, "Why the fuck would you name yourself that?" But I really just depend.
But you went from K-Dot.
K-Dot from Kendrick Lamar. So like,
did you never had a rap name though? It was always just.
I had rap names, bro, but it's like.
What was it?
One was Pronto, like PRO. Like, I'm gonna go by Pronto.
That's kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Pronto. Yeah. But that shit didn't last, and it's like really.
You had any others?
Nah, Pronto was really just.
That was it.
It was just Pronto, bro.
I would have roasted you.
I would have rhymed it with Fronto.
I would have roasted you.
Pronto wasn't cracking at the time. Niggas was smoking swishers. So Pronto was for sure wasn't cracking at the time. But Pronto was one nigga. I was like, yeah, that shit boof. And I just started going. First, it was gonna be JAHMED Carlisle, but I was like, I don't want my whole name out there like that. I want niggas.
That shit don't roll off the tongue at all.
It don't roll off the tongue, and I was like, you know what, JAHMED gonna be the one.
JAHMED just sounds fire. By itself sounds fire.
All cap JAHMED. So I was like,
and
not cap, but all cap.
And it's a name you don't hear. Like,
yeah, and I wanted to be unique in the sense like, all right.
I heard it maybe like once or twice.
You heard that name before?
Yeah,
I never heard it before.
I heard it before. But
it's Arabic.
I never. Yeah, it is in a sense too, because Arabic motherfuckers be like, "Yo, your name is JAHMED." That's crazy. It was, bro. It was Arabic because I was in cable and I was speaking to this person and he was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, JAHMED. He's like, "Yo," and Arabic it means solid. I'm like, what? Cause like that shouldn't ring bells to them. Like every time I say my name, it's either a Muslim person or Arabic. Niggas love my shit. I'm like, that's fire.
That's super fire.
Got connections with y'all niggas, bro. I fuck with it though, cause it's like, nigga, I may got like a fucking ton of family out there. I never really.
Manny ain't Arabic.
But
but you don't have family out there.
I could be.
Your name just come from
My
there.
name rings, so I gotta really go out there. I gotta really go out there and see what the fuck my name means, bro.
You gotta go out there and see what your grandpa was on.
Oh, I gotta go to New Jersey for 100%. I gotta go to New Jersey.
Well, that and the Middle East. Take him to the Middle East. Make him dream come true.
Probably. Yeah, I gotta go to the East Coast to figure out like, cause my last name. I heard my great grandma is white, like pale white. That's what I heard. So I gotta really go out to the East
My
Coast.
grandma was
Pale
pale
white.
white.
Yes, bro.
Jeez.
So I gotta go to the East Coast and see, cause like,
You ready to start going on tour and shit?
yeah, I'm supposed to. I ain't gonna say nothing now, but I'm supposed
You
to.
have a show on March 4th?
Ooh, March 4th.
March 4th.
Doors open at 8, guys.
Ooh, he know.
There's some weird address too, like 111.
So you performing like the album?
Nah, it's only gonna be a 2-song set.
Okay.
Cause
Regardless, that's
it's just, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be fire.
like I said, bro. Like that's you don't even have a first official body of work. So the fact that this is how it's rolling out for your first time dropping something, like, man, that's fire.
It's amazing, yeah.
A lot of people just drop weak ass album covers on SoundCloud
That
and
shit don't be going up.
hey, but then you got like 03 Greedos and with weak ass covers, but that shit
Music
go out. Yeah.
be banging, yeah. That's true, 100%. Like, I'm blessed to have a fire ass cover art from this nigga into like
To videos, to songs,
and shit.
team.
That doesn't mean the team
whole
doing their
package
shit.
is just fire.
Team doing their shit. I couldn't ask for nothing better. And it's,
It just is that also looks good too with the like your distribution, whoever you're trying to fuck with, right? Because they see that you already have the resources. Or?
oh yeah, bro. Cause like we came in. I say we, cause Manny, like, I came to the labels. Everybody I sit down with, I came to them with a full project completed, mixed, cover art, a world, and the idea of what I want to do, and it makes me. It doesn't make me look like I'm very, very on point with my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like to everybody else, like, yo, he on the shit. He gonna be something, because it's like I had to get it out the mud. I couldn't rely on other niggas to do this shit for me. I don't have an A&R sitting in the room with me every studio session telling me what to do. I pop up with the music and niggas be like, this shit is fire.
They trust you.
Bitch, yeah. So, cause based off the shit that I approach them with, like I advise every artist, bro, every artist out there, all my IE niggas specifically, like when you show up to these labels, whatever meeting, I don't give a fuck if it's a manager meeting, a label meeting, a fucking distribution, or a publicist, a publication, no matter what it is, you approach these motherfuckers with shit that you want to do, be confident in yourself, have the music ready, have the cover art, have everything ready, bro, because like at the end of the day, once they see you got it, nigga, you gonna be in the best position you can never be in. That's why you see all the shit that's going on with me, like
You position yourself.
I position myself. I just get these niggas to, yo, here's just the first single.
You came with the whole. You did the whole job for them.
Yeah, basically,
all right. All right. Here's
And then when they see that, like, oh, all I gotta do is press the button.
Yeah.
I want to work with him. No matter who it is, they gonna want to work with you, because like you make their job easier.
you get more offers.
You get more offers. On top of that, all they gotta do is press a button, bro. And that's exactly the situation I'm in. And it's not to say that my team ain't doing nothing. They definitely doing the groundwork, but it makes it easier for my team to work harder for me when they ain't gotta babysit me at doing something I'm supposed to do. So like,
You're not a diva with it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna fuck the game up, and that's how we've been moving.
You're not like, oh, where's my makeup? Where's my fucking video?
Nah, I'm a simple nigga. Like, all right,
You bring it too.
I'm a simple nigga, bro. I'm gonna get the job done, and we're gonna have a conversation. If I don't fuck with it, I don't fuck with it. If we fuck with it collectively, then let's move on it. But if not, then we just gonna keep pushing.
Whatever happened with that Take Keith record? With you and Bishop.
Niggas don't know about that shit, but we got Take Keith record. That's fucking fire.
No, y'all definitely talked about that shit.
I'm saying niggas on we definitely we talked about it because like y'all niggas in the inner circle, but niggas
no. But no, you guys have said it on social media too.
Yeah, we did say it. I think we was guys like when we first like bro, we was in the studio. We got so many bangers. Like that Take Keith shit is fire. I feel like if that drops right now, it's still gonna slap. But what happened to it? I don't know. That nigga Bishop, bro, he be holding everything.
Bro, I had like the first version of the album, bro, the bag. This shit's completely different now, but I remember when he was still trying to like just do it.
That nigga's a wizard, bro. Like meaning that nigga got so much fucking music. Like I don't think niggas be knowing like what he really capable of, and that's the crazy thing that like niggas only know him for like irate.
Nah,
like,
bro.
Niggas know him for irate
and
creep and this shit. Nigga, you don't even know the records he had, the features. Nigga got features with niggas that I can't even speak on, but he has them, and it's like. It's really on him though. Like at the end of the day, the way he maneuvers is whenever he want to move, he gonna move.
Yeah,
and that's like you gotta respect that
because he got leverage because he ill.
He know he's solid.
Yeah.
He know he's solid. So like at the end of the day, that nigga is gonna be Bishop. Bishop gonna do what he want to do, but he really we got a bunch of shit tucked that nigga. Whenever we decide to drop it, it's gonna go crazy because we supposed to be doing the EP too soon.
Like, is it named after the Bishop and what's the dude? From Marvel?
Who?
Kane and Bishop? Bishop and Kane?
What you talking about?
From Marvel. Oh, it was an idea.
No. That'd be fire, though. I mean, no, that's... Nah.
Mark did a whole set of Bishop, the Marvel character, with Reggie photos. Like, it was the Marvel Bishop.
I seen that shit.
Who's Bishop from Marvel?
He's just... I don't know if he's a villain or a superhero, but he, I think he was in Deadpool 2. I think
I seen those photos. It's like Marvel in the background and shit.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
And he from X-Men, I think. But yeah, it was fire.
That's fire.
That's what I mean. If y'all do an EP.
Oh yeah. I mean, shit. I did
a mixtape. I mean.
Yeah, we got shit with Take Keith, bro. We got shit with Cash Money AP. This bro.
Do a mixtape with DJ
dope,
Drama. A joint mixtape with DJ Drama.
Oh, I think I gotta have a DJ Drama tag on the debut album. I'm gonna come clean. It's a whole bunch of shit I want to do, and I say this now because I'm such a fan of hip hop and I got so much ideas. I want Sugar Free to narrate my next project, and I want a DJ Drama drop on the debut. But I need a gangster.
Damn, bro, for Pomona though, that'd be fire.
Oh yeah, that Sugar Free shit. That Sugar Free shit was supposed to happen.
Yeah,
it's supposed to happen on a long ass time ago, but
you should have made it happen for Boofy.
Oh, I mean,
that would have been even more lit.
I think the next one is gonna make so much sense because I already got the road in my mind. It's just gonna make sense.
You want them all to connect, or you want to just be like separate, like projects that have a concept to it, but not really tie in?
Yeah, I think it's gonna make sense with them connecting to each other. Because
based off who you are, I think they're gonna connect somehow, some way.
Yeah, because the records, I really make these, like, Boof Mobile is the only example, but I really made that project off of what I was going through in my life. So whatever I'm going through in this life, it'll be the same thing. And I figure it would only make sense for it to connect. It doesn't have to be a sequel or like a follow up, but it's gonna connect.
Yeah, one way or another.
It's gonna connect. Yeah.
Because you're strategic. It's not, you don't go with the flow like, I'm just going to go to the studio, create something, and drop it. Nah, it's like, it's strategic where it's like, you make songs for certain moods, I feel like.
100%.
I feel like the Boof Mobile is like every hue you could get with red.
Yeah.
While you're driving fast as fuck.
Yeah.
That red light.
Definitely a color. Oh.
Just want to drive drunk.
Definitely a lot of colors.
Don't do it, but definitely want to be gassing at the red light.
Shit. I made it and I'm like, damn, bro, this is a fucked up message, but it's not.
Bro, it's music, bro.
No, it's definitely rap.
We ain't here to be role models.
It's definitely rap, bro. It's definitely rap. But I think the next project is going to have a whole lot more of personal shit on top of just some mature JAHMED for sure. Because if you listen to BOOF MOBILE, slightly immature shit. Slightly immature shit, but I think the next one's gonna be very, very mature, and it's a very, very, you can hear the growth and all that shit.
Man, dog.
Yeah.
Is Free still the label?
I don't know.
Free the City?
Free the City, for the City. I don't know what's gonna be the label, but I'm definitely thinking on some shit. I'm not announcing no label shit though. I gotta be established. Like when I announce a label, I want my niggas, whoever I sign, I want them niggas. I want to focus purely on them niggas. I don't want to be the person that's front man of a label, but I got a whole career I gotta still.
Kanye.
Like J. Cole? J. Cole doing it right.
Cole's doing it definitely right.
Killing features and letting his artists do albums.
That's the way you're supposed to do it. You don't want to sign niggas and you still got a whole 2 albums to do and you hindering the new talent. Like, that shit fucking the game up, bro. Like, we don't need no shit like that in hip hop. It's either you a front man CEO nigga that's focusedly like that's 100% on your artist, or you just one of them dickhead niggas that's gonna be I got Kanye. Billboard record still on billboards. My nigga got a fire project, but I ain't worried about him because my album just dropped right now. I'm not doing that shit. You got me fucked up. Yeah. So when I do any label shit, I don't know. When I fuck with my shit though, nigga, my nigga getting the roses on every aspect. So no label talk right now as far as me personal shit.
Man, it's still too early for all that label shit.
No, I mean
still establishing.
That was the original idea. If you look at the OG cover on the Saturday EP, you'll see it on there.
Yeah, it say Free on there, and I think Free have a longevity in it, so that really might.
That OG one has For the City on the bottom.
What's the OG one? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
you're not trying to be property of Ice Cold Records.
Ice Cold, my nigga. Nah, for 100%. I think I'd be spiritually involved with that shit. Like, nigga, he said he specifically told me, nigga, when I get these property Ice Cold Bishop chains, nigga, you gonna be the first nigga I get one chain to. It's like, cause like I seen that shit. Like, I think property Ice Cold Records it just stands for like nigga freedom. Like that nigga maneuver so. Like, you should see how he maneuver in these rooms, like these business rooms. And that's really how I get it from. This nigga maneuver in rooms to where it's like, nigga, I am Ice Cold Bishop. Like, nigga, I'm not no rookie. I'm a veteran nigga that you just seen for the first time. Yeah, and
each one teach one.
Yeah, and that's how you should move. But that's property of Ice Cold Bishop. It's like you owning your shit, property. That's why you put property of Ice Cold Bishop, not just Ice Cold Bishop Records. Property of Ice Cold Records, nigga. It's like you got your.
You own it. You
own it. Property Ice Cold Records, nigga. It's important. Like, you know that property means ownership, nigga. You can't be no owner like being signed to some bullshit.
Yeah, they gotta have a convo with Reggie, man.
No, that nigga is a very solid person. Now, like, we have our times to where we don't speak the way we supposed to or communication, but like I know as soon as I hit that nigga, if I need anything, he right there, and that's vice versa. Yeah. So like, he really a solid person. I can't say a lot about. Like, a lot of niggas I fuck with, and I'm not saying nobody I fuck with, but a lot of niggas I can't really know if I call on you, if you gonna be there. But like, he's one of those niggas. If I call him and TK, those are the two niggas that know. Like, yo, if I call you niggas, them niggas gonna be like, I'm right here, bro. So it's like.
Do you think with Ice Cold, do you think it's because he believe in the music first, like to allow you to get the studio time, allow you just to do shit? Was it because he nah, this homie can you can do some shit, bro? Like you got some shit.
I think nah.
Or it was just some homie shit.
Nah, I just really think I think regardless of like the friend connection or like talent wise, I think he's just a solid nigga to know that. You each one teach one. Like each one teach one. Like at the end of the day, it's like, nigga, like if I got it. And because even if you approach him like, yo, nigga, I need studio time. Not even knowing if you rap, like that nigga might be the nigga like, you know what? You don't need to rap, but I'm gonna give you a try. Pull up to the studio. Like, he just a solid nigga to where it's like, if he got it, then the people around him and then some can get it too. So like, he not a selfish nigga. Like, all in all, he nowhere near a selfish nigga. So I just really think it stems from being selfless and selfish.
Yo, he really the best kept secret of 2020.
Yeah, niggas. I mean,
they know. Like, I know who know about him. I know who know about him. Yeah, like
niggas around him though.
I remember when he hit me one time and was like, damn, because I remember I used to talk to him like early on, bro, and before he started going to LA all the time, and he was like, bro, you're not gonna believe who like it's like when Rhett first tapped in with him, and I was just like, damn, he used to tell me that shit, like, bro, everything I used to tell you, like, who I want to be with is happening. And I was like, that's fucking fire, dog. Like,
That was early.
But
I
to
was
see,
there. I was right on the line.
But
too.
to see like him just be patient with it.
That's the ultimate thing. Like, if niggas want a blueprint of like, not like if you want to like a quick info about how this shit work, far as industry and like far as how long you gotta wait. I always look at Bishop's story. Like, nigga, you've been doing this shit for so long. Like, we all been doing it for so long. Like, I've been doing it 10 years. He been doing it for like probably a little bit more because he older than me, and he is the reference of like, nigga, just keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep building, keep waiting, keep building, keep waiting, keep building, keep waiting, and eventually it's gonna crack. Like, you see where he at now, far as no album out, but he's still cracking, still bubbling, and like he maneuvers how he wants to move, and he got everything he asked for, as far as like
Been on tour already.
being on tour. Everything he said he wants to do, he did it. And that's the thing that we talk about, because like I remember being in Texas and he was out here and we would speak on the whole rat shit. We would speak on the whole top dog shit, like having conversations with niggas. I'm like, bro, one day these niggas on call, but like literally every time we spoke on something, like it'll happen. Literally not even the furthest it'd be a month. Like I remember we was talking about the TD shit, and one day he called me, he was like, yo, bro, you're not even gonna believe who just tapped in with me. I'm like, who? He's like, Red. I'm like, nigga, we was literally just talking about that. Literally just talking about it. And like the niggas that he met, the niggas he sat down with, like we talked about this shit prior, like, yo, you're not even gonna believe who stood y'all just left. I'm like, nigga, what?
Yeah, you tell me.
Like, you feel me? Like shit like that. We would talk about it, bro. So it's like another thing. Like, all I got is gems for niggas. Like, bro, be careful what you speak on. And if you want to see positive, you speak on positive. Because, like, literally, we spoke on all this shit. The HR shit that I'm signed to, we spoke on that. Like, yo, one day, nigga, you gonna finish your project. The minute we finished BOOF MOBILE, Brian White came into the studio as soon as we wrapped it up. And the first thing Bishop told to this nigga was like, yo, what's up with that HR shit? You hear this project? What's up with that HR shit? And nigga, like, a fucking year later, I'm signed to them niggas.
Ice Cold is also human resources, huh?
He also human resources too.
Okay.
Fire.
So it's like, be careful what you speak on. Speak on nothing but positivity, bro. Because like, and that's something that me and the homies, we realized. Like, yo, what we speak on is what really manifests, and it really, really. That's why I said on Archive, look, I said my plan, I manifest, nigga, because that shit is true, and it's scary as fuck because you can say the wrong thing and then it happen, and you can say the good thing and it happen. So you pick and choose. But all in all, Reggie Bishop is a solid nigga. A1 solid nigga.
Man, shout out to Ice Cold Bishop, man.
Really.
I want to ask you one last thing, bro, before we get out of here. Pop Smoke. Like, you know, the death crazy, you know.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, like, you know, coming up as an artist, or just being around certain areas, or you want to move different, obviously, but
Bro, it's sad. Unfortunately, it has to, like, unfortunately, these examples have to be set the way it's set, but like it's very, 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 very fucked up for the hip hop. Like, it makes me, and I'm sure it's all of us, like, it makes us so depressive. Like, damn, bro, like, for you to come up,
because hold on, I'm to cut you off, but these ones, the ones that when they get shot and killed, those will hit different than the ones like overdose.
It hit different, bro.
It hit different, bro.
The OD shit is like, it happens, and it's unfortunate too, and it's like. Those are undetermined too, but at the same time you can control those. Like the Nipsey shit, bro, the Pop Smoke, like, bro,
that is kind of
that shit hits so hard.
Conspiracy or not, bro, like these people died.
They
so
died. Yeah, but like, nigga, those deaths from like your own kind, and it's always when you reach that peak of like, yo, this person was just about to take off. Like, that shit hurts so hard because, bro, like, does
it get you scared is what I'm asking?
Nah, it's a fear. It's definitely a fear because it's like,
makes them more cautious.
Yeah, it makes you more conscious and move different, and it also makes you watch the people around you. No, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, the first instinct you think of is like, damn, that could have been me. Like, certain niggas have access to shit, and they can make or break you, though. They can murder you, or they can, you know, they can do whatever they want. And it's like, that's the first thing you ask yourself. It's like, damn, am I solid with the people around me? And like, usually, and that's something like, I don't dwell on that though, because I know the niggas around me are solid. So it's not something that sits with me. But the fact that it can happen to me, this is how it happened to Pop Smoke, is like the crazy thing. Like, damn, my nigga, like, you died in Beverly Hills out of all fucking cities.
That's
like,
the crazy part, bro.
How you leave your hood and die?
Yeah.
You see the dude that posted about it?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
He was like, I'm sorry, I was doing the Uber Eats or something, and I messaged these dudes that wanted to know where he was at. some weird shit.
It's just
And
weird
he
shit.
just
Yeah,
posted
see,
a
like,
selfie.
I mean,
Like,
it's
straight
a
up, like,
once like this like more stuff for the story starts coming out, yeah, I question shit, but like at the end of the day, like they still died, bro.
Yeah.
Like so that's
100%.
the part that sucks, and I'm like, regardless
He
if we
was
believe it or
20.
not,
20 years old.
20 years old, bro.
bro, 1999 to
1999.
2020. That's short.
That's short.
That's
as fuck.
short,
It's a short-ass
bro.
life. Like, you went through the
But it wasn't a home invasion. It wasn't, bro.
No, it definitely wasn't.
It was a targeted hit.
It definitely wasn't.
It was.
And it's like you said, like, cause I can always sit here in my mind and play it out like, damn, bro, shit, you gotta just move different. But at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, he still died though. It's not even about how you move, like, cause I be trying to play that in my head for me to feel better. Be like, well, I'm gonna just move different. But it's like, nigga, how good you gotta move to avoid that? Like, that shit can
If
happen.
you
to
gotta
anybody.
go, you gotta go.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like, bro, that shit, that the way it was
Like,
set
You
up.
saw them text that DJ Camilo posted, whatever, where Pop had said he had texted him and was like, "They after me, bro," or he had warned him about it because he was like, you're big now, you gotta move different." He was like, "Yeah, bro, they after me," and then that shit happened.
Yeah, see?
So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but
It's
just
two things. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And if it's your
But if this success, bro, attracts that, like
that's what I mean.
that's the next thing I thought of.
why? Like, how does it make you want to actually go get that?
yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah, and that's you a target at the end of the day. Like, and a lot of us don't see it like that. A lot of artists is that we want success, but like I seen a post 2 Chainz said, and he was like, bro, you sure you want to be successful? Like, it's always been like this. You always been a target. And it's just more broadcasters because of social media, and niggas can really find you now because it's like very accessible to the
location
world.
services,
Locations,
all off.
all that. But even that, nigga, you are a target, and you're watched 25/8 because niggas got Instagram and they're looking at you 25/8 because you the next big thing.
It could be a lot of people hitting you up like, "Hey, where you at?
Where you
We
at?
got-
Females
we got-
and all that shit.
We got a
Bro,
video shoot to
everything
do.
play a
bro,
part, bro.
Niggas, everything play a part, and you gotta understand. And like niggas say, like, yo, you want success, you only see the good part, but nigga, we really go through shit. So it's like, is this what you really want? And for me, it's like, bro, nigga, it is what it is. Like, I feel like if God put me in a situation, it's because I can handle the situation. That's this. I'm always look at it like, you know what? Yeah, I want success, nigga. And it's like, if I gotta watch over my shoulder, that mean I can handle this shit because this is what I really want. So it's like, you gotta really just realize that.
You got hella bodyguards around you too.
Yeah, that's a true too. You see how 6ix9ine move? Unfortunately, like the way you can compare the situations between 6ix9ine and you can't compare it, but
I mean, the
you know
feds
when he went to
protected
sleep
him,
at night, he had how many
Yeah.
bodyguards in the house? Versus, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just hate seeing niggas like Pop Smoke go because you can tell they was real solid niggas from the streets like that. Really, like, generally just put in the work. Nipsey, like, you could tell he's a real solid nigga from the streets that really just put in the work.
Nipsey want hurt, bro, because like
That hurts a lot.
They got him in his land, bro, what he owned, bro, his plaza, like that. That one was different, regardless of.
That was a dog move. That was a dog move because it's like, bro, how you?
Yeah, bro, that
It's
one.
just sad. It's just sad, sad. But and like I said, it take those losses for like it's fucked up as it is. It's like, why does it have to take us for us to realize that we got to move different? Not even move different, but we just got to appreciate life more. I'd rather niggas telling me that and for me to understand it versus than an example being said. Like, cause that shit hurt, bro. Like, hip hop, we fucking sore right now. That shit, we sore. Like, we just.
Bro, man, this year's been crazy. It's just alone, and I feel like it's gonna keep getting crazier.
It's gonna. I mean, I feel like
election year.
that. I mean, I don't know about that shit.
Spirituality wise, bro, do you see like you think the end times are coming?
Nah, I feel like when shit like that happens, I feel like we'll never understand when shit like that happens. So I feel like we'll never even have a clue of when it happens. Cause it's like, you look at the deaths, like the Kobe shit. We never in a million years thought that Sunday we wake up that Kobe would die. I feel like that'll happen exactly with the end times. Like, we would never know when that shit's gonna happen. I don't care how much we can predict it. I don't care how much you feel like it's about to happen. You'll never know.
Yeah,
the
day it
The
happens.
day of, you mean? Like, you mean the day it happens?
In general, like even, I mean the day of probably. Day of is like
more accurate.
something happens like, oh, okay, nigga, this might really be. But like when we say the end times, we try to predict that shit from so
Well,
far.
not like a day where like everything just boom, that's it, we're done. But I'm talking about like the end times as far as we're gonna see shit getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until it's like reset.
Nah, I don't think shit like that happen. I don't think
He don't think that at all. Like his mind not
I don't think
focused on that.
Yeah, I don't think that because it's like the way we feel, the way we operate as humans, we got so much different emotions. Like, cause we can see Kobe pass away, then we go home to our girl and we feel like, oh, I feel cool now. Like I'm good now. Like there's like, cause like I can compare that to like how I feel during the day. Unless like if I have a fucked up day, then I go home and I feel better. Like I don't think it'd ever be a moment to where it's like, oh, Kobe, oh, Nipsey Hussle, like, cause we had to have that gap between Kobe and Nipsey, like, cause we didn't feel like if it makes sense, like when Nipsey passed, we didn't feel like that for this whole time. We felt like that for like 3 months, then we got back to normal. Then Kobe, now we feel it again. Oh shit, Kobe died. Fuck, I'm sad. Now I'm happy. Then Pop Smoke. Like it'll always be a time to where.
And you don't think that's
a pattern? You just
you don't like you don't bro. You don't.
I don't think
you don't question shit like that, huh?
No, I don't question it because it's like that's life.
That's what
though.
they mean.
No, I don't question it because it's life, dog. At the end of the day, it's like if you think about it, there's never been a solid time to where we had it. What I was trying to say really was we never had peace. I mean, we never had tragic fucking 100% of the time, and we never had peace for a fucking year. Like if you think about it like that, like it's always been like the way we're going through. It's just a higher scale, then it goes back to normal, higher scale.
That reminds me of the intro to "Like Me" by Nas.
I ain't never heard of it. I'm come clean with you. That is a good question though. That's a fire question. But I really just feel like there'll never be a time to where we feel pain 100% of the time.
Because you feel like we've been going through the end times.
We going through
that. That is you can argue that. Yeah,
it's just a fucked up world in general, bro. Like we've been since birth, dog. We've been birthed into a society to where it's like so fucked up. Then it's so beautiful. Then it's so fucked up. Then it's so beautiful. It's like you getting a fucking F, going home getting your ass beat versus you getting your first piece of pussy feeling amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, that's life, bro. In a nutshell, it's life. So I think we've been living in the end time since we fucking was born. Yeah, like this is
that's true. Yeah,
because you gotta end. You gotta leave. Because
it's slow. I mean, it's slowly coming. Yeah,
you gotta leave this motherfucker one day. So.
That is the only thing guaranteed when you're born, bro. Death.
That's the only thing that you get guaranteed. Like, all right, well, you gotta check out one day, so have fun. And throughout your journey, you gonna have some ups and you gonna have some downs. No matter the scale, you gonna have ups and downs. So it's like,
bro, I'm gonna ask you some shit. We don't have to get deep into it, but you think we live in a matrix, in a simulation?
Explain it a little bit, cause I hear that shit a lot, but sometimes.
Like, do you think? How would you explain it, Manny? Like, do you think it's a?
Do you think we could escape this reality and monitor it because it's a fucking computer game, like The Sims? Like how you play The Sims, and you could just
like. What do you think our purpose really is here?
That's the thing. I think
as human beings.
Yeah, I think definitely. I think by you
totally off.
No, I think I understand. I understand it. I think doing what you want to do is the perfect example of escaping the matrix because it's like
fire.
I think you escaped it, bro. Yeah. You quitting your job, you escaped it.
You escaped the matrix, and it's really. I think really, that's what I'm like I said. I'm spiritual. I think really God set for you to be like your purpose is escape. Not only escaping the norm, but also doing what I said for you to do. And it's really up for you to find it. Not a lot of people find that shit. And like.
You bit the apple, bro.
Yeah.
Cause you know how in the Bible they try to make it seem like the apple was the sin, like the wrong shit.
Yeah.
But actually, like the Garden of Eve is the matrix. You took the apple and you woke up. You're like, man, fuck that. I don't want to wake up and go to work.
That's a fire analogy.
It's a fire analogy.
That's what it is.
I don't know if it's true though. That's fire analogy.
No, because everything in the Bible has been demonized. So that's why they try to scare us with the snake and shit. But at the end of the day, bro, those are real good symbols of like good energy and shit.
Snake is on the fucking
so
health.
you. That God take giving you that influence or that motivation. That's that apple. You bit the apple and you had faith and you took the leap and you were like, this is I think what I have to do and I'm gonna do it.
And I think escaping that. I think that's what escaping the matrix is. So I understand a little more because a lot of people be telling me like, yo, would you think we live in a simulation? I think niggas who wake up every day, set an alarm clock, eat, go to work, go back home, and they think what's enjoying life is sitting there and doing that shit over and over. That's a fucking. It's scary, bro. It's scary because I was caught in that. It's scary because I know motherfuckers that's living in that. But like
people don't have hobbies.
That too. But even if you having a hobby, bro, like
nothing to live for.
Like what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? Because it's like I really look at this what I'm doing now in my life. Like, damn, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because it's like it doesn't make sense for me to sit there and do what I was doing for the last 4 years of my life by giving my all to a company that don't give a fuck about me.
Exactly.
They're gonna pay me, but nigga, what am I really worth? If they paying me 15, nigga, how much is they really?
Bro,
getting
we're not even worth 50 an hour, bro.
How much versus how much they making off of you?
Exactly.
Alone.
No, yeah, I feel it.
And you know what I'm saying? And people don't even.
They drain you out of your youth years, bro.
Bro, it's fucked up because niggas don't realize, like, bro, how much are you worth, nigga? Like, you worth a lot if they giving you this much money. They, nigga, at the end of the day, they give you you join this company, they give you a set of rules to follow, and they pay you. But nigga, like, they don't tell you how much they getting off of you. Like, all right, we're gonna give you 15, but what we really making off of you is fucking 30,000. But I'm not gonna tell you that, because if I told you that, you would go out and do it yourself. That's the simulation, and I'm like, yo, nigga, like, we gotta hop out that simulation. And to answer your question, hell yeah, it's a matrix, nigga. It's fucked up. Like, even the way we eat, even the way we think, even the way traffic set up, even the way.
So you can't truly escape the matrix unless you on a.
You gotta play the game.
Unless you play the game.
You escape the rat race, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
rat race. Because you look at niggas like Jay-Z who do what he want, like to the utmost, the ultimate. You do what you want. Like, you do what the fuck you want, and niggas respect you. You don't need the Super Bowl.
But he's still in the matrix.
I don't know, because you still.
But
do what
he's
you
not
want.
in the rat race.
So what's the difference?
The matrix is just this reality itself, because again, the shit you eat is control. You know
what?
Unless you're doing all of this by yourself. I mean, if you go down into conspiracy theories, yeah, it's a complete matrix until you die and your energy leaves.
Yeah, I don't want to make this whole episode go that way. That's why I'm trying to keep it very light.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but
the rat race is like, yo, I need to make more money. I need to make more money. I need to make more money. I need to work. I need to save.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, I feel like he could sleep for the next month, 2 months, and still make millions.
I believe financial freedom, bro, is breaking out of the matrix. Well, in this reality that we live in.
Yeah.
Because that's when you can wake up when you want, do what you want, go where you
break out
want.
of capitalism.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
But it sucks that because of the matrix, we can't enjoy the earth for what it is. We can't enjoy 100%. This land for what it is. 100%. We can't enjoy our fruit for what it is, because 100%. We got to worry about the justice system being fucked up. We got to worry about, just driving somewhere, dying, like eating shit, the shit that we do, like breathing the air that we breathe, bro. Yeah. Like, this is crazy.
It's a lot of valuable free shit that we don't realize, bro. A lot of valuable free shit that we don't realize that we should. And you're right, because that is true. Like, because the way we set up, we can't even enjoy
we chase the bag.
We can't enjoy the grass, nigga. Like, it's grass outside. Race. Like, cause like you go to different sides of towns, like, nigga, like, or different sides of the region or the world, whatever you call it, bro. Like, that's why I understand why people say it's important for you to travel to see how other people live, how other people do. When you go back home, nigga, you can
opens your mind.
You can appreciate the water you got. Nigga, Flint ain't got clean water. We can appreciate this shit right here. You feel me?
He just went through like 2 weeks and not being out the country, and then he's like, bro, he told me, like, because he was trying to make me, he asked me if I wanted to go out there, and I was kind of like, nah.
Yeah.
But he was like, bro, you wouldn't have last. Like, just knowing how I am, he was like, it's too much poverty out here, bro.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And people always talk about, like, I know that it's fucked up here, bro, and I understand that it's fucked up for certain races too, like different type of people. Yeah. I understand that, but we have it a lot more better than anywhere else, bro.
Anybody, bro.
Like, I'd much rather fight a case here than any other country.
Anywhere, bro, because nigga, they see my skin color, and if I'm like overseas or some shit and I do something, I'm gone, nigga. Like,
look having a Freddie Gibbs, bro.
That shit like that.
Like that's scary, dog.
56 nights, DJ Escrow.
That's in Dubai for a gram of weed, bro. It's like a little bit amount of weed.
It's scary. It's scary, bro. It's scary. That's why you gotta learn to appreciate what's around you.
Escrow.
You appreciate what's around you and what you got going on, bro. Cause like that shit, I think it stems from freedom. It does stem from like you got access to shit, bro. You gotta just really freedom is like recognize what's free around you, what you really got around you that you can appreciate that you choose not to because you. It's just like you said, it's a whole topic we could get into, but it's like, bro, freedom is what's already around you. You just gotta appreciate it. Like whether or not you wake up every day, to me that's freedom, nigga. You woke up.
Are you ready to die when you're time? Like, are you scared of death? Are you like you're prepared for it mentally?
I think mentally.
Being that you're spiritual.
I think I juggle the thoughts of, I wouldn't say fear, but like it's just a curiosity of what happens. So like No, I'm not afraid. I think
Cause I ain't gonna front, bro. I don't want to die, dog, and I think it's bad because it's gonna happen, bro. And I'm like trying to prevent it, and I think what I'm scared of is how I'm going to die.
Is how you going to, Like I said, I think that's one of the things. So where like,
tell him about when you smoke weed. No, don't.
Nah, I'm alive. I'm alive. So, but see, that was me trying to calculate if I'm about to die right now. So I was like, but I think it goes back to the question, the topic we was having about the end game, like the end times, like those are shits like you can't really, because I play with those thoughts too. Like, damn, bro, like when is it gonna happen? Like, how I'm gonna go out? Like, you try to live in those moments, but like, bro, honestly, you killing yourself by trying to live in those moments.
Oh yeah, I'm hurting myself.
You hurting yourself.
It's not healthy.
Because it's not healthy because you think about it, and you may not even be gone for another.
Bro, you know, like I know you probably see my tweets sometimes on my posts. I know I go deep down the rabbit hole, bro. The other day, I just found certain information out, and I literally started shaking, bro, because I got scared.
Yeah, you do a lot of anxiety.
If I didn't smoke, yeah.
Yeah, I think I think that's why I deal with it, because I don't really smoke, but
you don't really smoke.
I don't smoke at all. You're right. I don't smoke at all, but I do anxiety because it's like it's a natural.
When you smoke,
it's a natural thought that I can't.
No,
I can't get away. But I play the game or some shit.
But I got scared, bro. I had to call moms, and I was like, Mom, like, I think like the amount of times that we're gonna see each other is limited.
It is.
Cause I only see my parents 3-4 times a year. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
same with me. Yeah, my mom living in Texas. So
so I'm like, Mom, I think I'm only like, even today I was talking. I'm like, Mom, I think our time is limited because like. Even this coronavirus and all that shit, bro, I think the airports might even get shut down eventually. Like,
bro.
You don't think?
I don't be scared of like.
See, I think I'm more scared of that part, bro. Like soldiers coming into the house, yanking everybody out, type shit.
I think, yeah, because it does happen. It does happen in life, like.
And history repeats itself, bro.
It does repeat itself. Don't get it wrong, but I do feel like if we try to live in those moments, bro. We're gonna fuck like
I know. See, that's my dilemma, bro. It's like because I'm fucked up in my head.
But you got just because I do in a sense I do have I'm fucked up in the head too because I be thinking like bro like I just think weird like when I lose motherfuckers around me I'm like damn bro like you so close to me and like, you're not even here no more. So
am I next?
I get
It's like
am I next? Because like I got so many people that pass around me like that's super close that
I went through a whole.
Passive. You go through that episode, like I think we all go through it, and that's something we deal with as like life. Like that's a gift that life gives us. Like
that's
you go
that
through this.
Final destination. You start thinking final destination.
You start thinking weird shit, bro, and it's like you gotta. And I think that's the mentality is everything. Mentality is everything, bro, because it changes the way we think is the way we operate.
It's your heaven or hell.
You're right, and it's like it starts within the mind. Like if you. Because I'm starting to realize that too, though, bro. Because I got fears, and I be like, sometimes those fears take over me, and I'm like, bro, I don't even want to operate right now because it's just ugly.
Yeah.
But the mindset starts within. Like that's what make you free. Like if you could find a way to be at peace about death, then you free. You can't. That shit don't control you.
Exactly, bro. No, for real. That's a fact, and that's I haven't got there yet.
Yeah, and it's hard, and be honest, bro. Those are the ultimate goals that we want to reach as human beings: is how to be free in the mindset. Mm-hmm. How can we make something so dark be so light and peaceful to where it's not controlling us? Because that's what makes us free. And if you talk about the
fear
Matrix,
control us,
all that demonic shit that I be doing, like bro. I have no effect to it. Like it don't bother me.
It should, and for you to find that is amazing because like if you listen to Kendrick shit on fear, bro, he tells you from 17 to 27 of the fear, like you from at birth you're placed with fear. Mm-hmm. You escaping fear is the ultimate freedom. That's ultimate freedom, bro. And I'm learning that shit as I'm.
You have to, bro. Cause
like. No matter what it is, nigga, I don't care if it's females, if it's coochie, if it's sex, if it's money, if it's drugs, if it's fucking fancy cars out there, that don't make you free. Mm-hmm. And like when niggas say that, it's like, how can you escape fear? How can you escape of shit that's holding you back from doing something, shit that's holding you back from saying something to somebody? That's the ultimate freedom. It's like, okay, I know I gotta die soon, but that should not bother me right now. Like that's the ultimate goal, dog. Like once you get that point, you like I said from the beginning, you get happiness.
Yeah, because you don't fear shit.
You don't fear shit.
Paranormal stuff, any of that. I'm not. The only thing that I'm really, really scared of is parents passing away. Mm-hmm. And when I'm on like super heights, just the way my eyes work lately, like since I've been shooting video, I look at it different. So I'll get vertigo, like, whoa. I'm looking at it different.
Yeah.
And I'll just start like tripping myself out. But besides that, like, I'm not really scared of anything. Like,
yeah, I can tell you're not really a fearless nigga. Like I fuck with you and I sit down with you, so I really tell that like you don't really fear shit like how I would fear certain things. Like and even though it's a different level of fear, like you could be like fear as in like have a second thought about something, or you could really be fear like shaking, like oh shit, this is really scaring me. But
bro, I've always been the chicken of the group, to be honest.
So?
Like the reasonable one where like, let's not do that, y'all. Yeah, like fuck all that. Like it's some kind of sketch.
That's I agree. I'm that person too, because like I got family members that's like really gangster, that's really like into like the gang life. And I've never like I always been afraid of that shit. Like I'm not about to throw my life away for this. So like I can agree with you that when it comes to certain shit, like I won't do it because like fear. Yeah, and it's like, and that can be a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Because like you can see like the thoughts you have like far as
prevent certain shit from happening.
But then again, you can fear some shit that can steer you. Because I done fear a lot of shit that saved my life. Like oh, I'm not doing this, and like the reason I didn't do it was the greatest choice I could ever made because of fear. But
glad I don't do that shit. That type of thing.
That shit, and then you did it. You didn't do it, and you see the results. So it's like fear is a gift and a curse. So it's like sometimes then I ask myself, do I really want to escape?
That's
fear?
Logic though.
It's logic, but it's fear. And
fear would be like I'm afraid of
nah
sharks.
No,
and it's like vending machines kill you more than sharks. That type of shit, you know.
Yeah, but you can be driven by fear not to make a choice that's gonna save your life too. Like if like for some reason, like if it's 4 niggas in the car, like yo, I'm about to go. Like the homegirl hit me one day. She was like, yo, I'm about to go make this play in Ontario. I'm about to go sell this. I got a few grams to sell. You want to come with me? And I thought about it like, yeah, I'm gonna slide with you. That's the first reaction. But then it was like, yo, nah, I don't know if I want to go because if I go down there and the police pop up, and I still felt fear of me thinking like, yo, I can go down here and go arrest you just because I'm dealing with you, and my shit could be done. Like my whole life could be done. So that's what I thought of. But it was fear that drove me to say no. So it's like, you know, that fear can be a gift and a curse sometimes, and it's like you ask yourself.
No, I mean
that fear can save your life.
It can save your life, and you
I think
ask
that's
yourself.
Logic, because it's like that wasn't fear. It wasn't like I'm scared of doing this.
Hell yeah, I'm scared of doing that.
That
is fear.
It's both because the fear's there, but logically you're being smart about it.
Logic is a smartness. You're right.
Yeah, but the fear causes the logic.
Logic is a choice.
The fear causes the logic though, because you're like, fuck that, I'm scared. But at the end of the day, that ain't a smart move anyway. So I'm gonna go on my fear.
Yes.
Let's go this way.
So logic is the fear. Fear is the fucking overall like, no, I'm not doing this because I'm a bitch.
The reasoning behind the fear.
Because the first thing I'm gonna say, I'm a bitch ass nigga. I ain't doing that shit. I'm not like, and like. She hit me like, yo, I did my shit. I came back up, everything cool. So now the result was like, okay, cool. But the result could have been like, oh yeah, I'm in a jam. I'm about to get clinked and all this weird shit. So it's like, do you really want to let go of the fear, or do you want to control the fear to a certain extent? I think me personally, I want to control that motherfucker to where it's like,
I think just being smart, bro. Common sense. Common sense. But man,
I don't have that.
Manny don't have common sense. I've been saying some shit sometimes. I'm like, bro, really? Like, yeah, you got me to break it down?
Yeah. Like, what you mean, bro? I don't know, bro. If you don't fear nothing, nigga, then you reach the ultimate goal in life, nigga. Because I be fearing a whole bunch of shit.
Bro,
like, if I see a car accident, it's over, nigga. I'm like, oh, that could be me, nigga. What car accident? Like, you feel me? Like, God forbid, knock on wood. Like, I'm a solid, God look out for me. But I see certain shit.
That's deeper.
Like, I take control of that shit. It's fear. Like,
man. Oof. But shout out to JAHMED, man. I appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Thanks for having me.
It's a great episode. It was amazing hearing the backstory behind the stories, the records, and everything. Cause,
of course.
I heard the music once, but just to hear the backstory and how it happened.
Yeah.
Amazing, bro.
Boofy coming out soon.
Boofy.
When does it come out?
It's come out like in...
What day? Because I can probably give you out soon.
On a Thursday.
Let me check real quick. It is on a Thursday. Hold on. Because it's not going to be that long from now. It's going to be
2 weeks.
The 12th, March 12th.
March 12th? Okay, so Jeeps will be out. Jeeps directed by Polygon to be out. And the Boof Mobile will probably be announced. I don't know if I want to get a gym.
Nah, I don't give the date out yet, but we got Jeeps coming though. Or Jeeps will be out already.
Jeeps will be out March 4th. The Boof Mobile does come out in March, though. I can tell y'all that.
Okay, March. And go tap into Archive, Fiat, and Jeeps. Yeah.
Jeeps. Let's get it.
YouTube, Spotify, all streaming platforms, right?
Boofy season, yeah. All Spotify, SoundCloud,
YouTube,
everything.
YouTube, you got
JAHMED,
videos too.
JAHMED, JAHMED, all caps. Twitter's JJJAHMEDD, same as Instagram.
Bow.
Napster, OK Player.
Everything. Lime,
All right, man, we out of here. OB Podcast. See y'all next week.